welcome everybody to this edition of Strong Perspective Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Keith Armstrong, with my brothers Damon Armstrong and Jaquari Armstrong. We have uh we have some special guests tonight. We have the Brooks brothers, Dion and Darrin. Welcome to you fellas.
Yes,
Welcome,
sir. How you
brothers.
doing? How you
Well,
doing, guys?
Hey,
All right,
listen,
now, fellas.
hey, basically, this is the home team right here. We all Michiganders right now, baby. So
damn
Yes,
that's
straight.
a lovely thing going on.
yes,
Uh,
sir.
Basically, what we're going to do, we have two more folks coming on, but what my barber used to say, my barber says he's a country boy, one monkey don't stop the show. So
Yes, sir.
we gonna
That's
go
right.
straight on ahead, and
That's right.
they gonna hop in once they get in. So let's
Hey,
Hmm.
do this.
hey,
Let's
do
do
that
this.
sound like what a country boy would say, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's funny every time they say it. Hey, but
I'm sure he thinks so.
look at you. Look at the
I'm just talking,
radical.
man.
Look, the
I'm
radical.
ready, man. We talking. Hey, go ahead,
Hey,
bro.
but
Do your thing.
look, tonight's theme is sports related. We talking it all. Whatever. We covering from stem to stern. We're gonna do what we gotta do. Let me do some housekeeping first. Basically, this is Strong Perspective Podcast. So what we need you to do, if you are inclined to do so, is go to our YouTube channel by the same name. Go like and subscribe our videos. Because what we're trying to do, the more videos we get, the more other people can see our content and what we do and how we do it. Okay? And down at the bottom of your screen is our email. So the email is down there for this purpose only. If you want to come on to the show, email us at this email. And also, if you have any questions, I'll be checking periodically throughout if you have any questions for us to address. All right? With that being said, we waiting on the other brothers. With that being said, what's up, Eric Harris, homeboy? What's up? Um, Damon, how was your
What's
day
going
today, my guy?
I had a good day, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't snowing outside, so that was a positive. Cold, but I had a great day, man. You know,
Cool, cool.
I had a great day. No complaints here.
Jaquari, what about you, my guy? Jaquari, what about your day, bro?
I don't think he can hear you.
I'm sorry, I was
Can you hear
muted,
us?
man.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
No, I can hear him. I can hear him, but
no.
I was muted and I didn't do it. So yeah, Keith. But
So, so what you
hey
saying?
man,
Deal with it.
I had a it was a good day.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it was a good day, man. It was productive. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, I had a work thing all week, man. So I had to earn my money, but it's been good, man. No issues.
Hey, look, I'm gonna try to remember that since I've been retired since 2019. I got to
Yes, sir.
dust those cobwebs off to see exactly what they mean to earn your money.
You ain't
Wow.
forgot how to get how to behind that mule, man. You ain't forgot.
No, I ain't forgot. I choose to forget.
I, I,
Dion,
Yes, sir.
how was your day today, brother?
Man, it was incredible, my friend. You
Okay.
know, glad to be healthy, glad to be up. You know, we've been losing a lot of people, unfortunately, in their 50s. So I'm still walking around, I'm still rolling. So I'm blessed to still be talking with you, brother. Healthy, blessed, and talking. How about that?
There it is.
That's real.
Darren, welcome to you, brother. How was your day today?
Same. I will have to echo exactly what my brother just said. And like you guys, I'm always on the grind myself and always hustling. But for me, I'm very fortunate because I have a job where I don't have to deal with rush hour traffic. I don't have to deal with the office because I got a work from home job. So all is good. And my wife is happy because all the bills I pay.
There it is.
There it is. Happy wife, happy life.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
That's
That
right.
is so true. That is so true, brother.
Yes, sir.
Beans.
Yeah.
Look, I had to find out trial by error. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
we all do.
Yes, sir.
But that's another show, though.
Right.
Why don't we just get into the meat and potatoes of it? Because see, I let you guys know before we really get into our sports theme and all this. I had two questions to address. And if you guys can indulge me, we'll go ahead and have at it. And then Stacey and Bill, once they come on, then they can jump right in. The first question is, how does sports and entertainment influence? How do you think sports and entertainment influences our community?
Hmm.
We'll start with the youngins first. Darrin, it's on you, brother. Oh, do you need time? I'm sorry.
No. I'm good.
Okay,
I'm good.
good.
I did my homework before before we came on here today.
So you prepared,
Absolutely. Always. I'm a project manager, so I have no
okay.
choice but to be prepared for work and in life. I got no choice. But,
so you're gonna be delegating soon, then, huh?
If Keith
Right.
hand me the torch, I can do that. But just real quick, just to touch on the question at hand right now. Our sports and entertainment culture is indulged in our DNA on a day-to-day basis, and also you can probably sprinkle a little politics in that as well. Okay, because politics right now is entertainment. I mean, every time you turn on the TV, if it's not something that's related to the entertainment field or the sports field in general, it's all about politics right now. And we all know about the upheaval that our country is going through today. So that's part of it. But as far as the overall culture is concerned, like I said, we have an advantage today with the technology that we deal with, and everything is mass media. You get news instantly.
Right.
We don't have to wait for the paper like we did 25, 30, 40 years ago to hear something that happened on the West Coast in the newspaper or on the radio or something like that. Now you just get it instantly. So that's the best scenario that I can put out as far as how it impacts us on a daily basis in the community. It's just inwoven us 24 hours a day. When CNN came onto the planet, that was all she wrote. It was all uphill from there.
Dion,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what do you think, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wasn't as engaged as my brother is, where he write everything down. Sometimes I'll be shooting from the hip, so I'm gonna shoot from the hip a little bit. I think, you know what? I think honestly, the entertainment in the sports culture is everything to our culture, because it reflects so many things in our culture, meaning dressing, music, dating. And what I mean by dating, because we got an obsession with rich people in this country. So where athletes having the money, we got people flacking to athletes because of their earnings. So that takes a culture in itself, because we kind of live ourselves as entertainers. So rap artists, actors, celebrity, it's a worldwide culture, because it just affects everything, especially in our communities more than anything, because we so influenced by what we see on the TV and on these phones. And we live our lives to a certain degree to be like them. The money, we look a certain way. Even if we don't have the money, we sometimes act like we got the money. Cars, clothes.
Fake it until you make it.
And so I just like I said, I feel like the entertainment culture and the athletic culture is huge in our community. It's not the only way to make it in life, but at one time we thought it was the only way. As far as us young men coming up, we thought the only way we can get out the hood was basically if you can dribble or if you had a jump shot or if you can throw a football far.
Okay. Okay.
I
I
believe
want.
that.
Well, look, I'm gonna come back to you because I want you to marinate on this question. Why do you think that?
Hmm.
Jaquari, we're gonna come to you, brother. What do you think?
Come off
Are you
mute.
muted again, Jaquari?
Historically, man, if you look
Okay.
at things as far as the no, can you hear me?
We
Hmm.
Yeah.
good?
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yep.
All right. Historically, man, if you look at things, uh, in our community, man, the marriage of well, the popularity of sports and entertainment is basically a fairly recent thing, man. If you go back 50 years ago, you know, and look at how we were influenced by well, not 50 years ago. I mean, take the ABA for instance. The when dudes be walking to the game, Dr. J walking, to the locker room in the 3-piece suit, you know, impeccably groomed and dressed, looking like money, you know. We seen that as young boys, and we was like, well, yeah, I play basketball for fun. Now you telling me this is potential for millions
Yeah.
for me playing the game that I love for nothing? So yeah, I mean, of course, we're gonna be drawn to that. Unfortunately, man, in today's society, man, we become to demonize athletes and entertainers when realistically, if we were to like engineer a perfect world scenario, there are sources there are resources.
Mm.
I mean, uh, man. I'm sorry. I had this whole philosophical thing, man, that I was running down since the beginning of the question, man. It just flew out of my head.
Look. It sounded good in your head, boy. You,
You gonna
you
have to
was
go
like,
on, bro. You had to move
move.
on.
I can't
Yeah, it
wait.
did. It did. I was like, yeah, man. I'm about to kick ass. Oh, damn. I'm sorry,
Hey, look. It'll come
but that's
back to
it,
you.
though, man. I mean, yeah. I mean,
Hey, all right. Thank you,
yeah.
Jaquari. You
It
made
was
some
me
good.
though.
You did make some good points. So it's not like you was out there looking like a buffoon. No, sir. You made great points. It just wasn't up to your standard.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Hey, Luke,
Uh,
talk to us, man.
Hell, I'm confused. What was the question again, man?
Of course. You
No,
That's what
too.
happens when you go last.
here's the thing, man. As far as how sports affect society, you know what I'm saying? This is what I think, man. It goes all the way back to ancient times, man, with the gladiators and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be that person in the ring where the whole crowd is cheering for them. You know what I'm saying? We live vicariously through our athletes, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I played sports all my life, man. They are the most spoiled individuals who don't have to do nothing but dribble basketball. You know what I'm saying?
And celebrate it. And
And
celebrate it.
right. So if you was to ask me personally, I know how they thinking and what they about. Then they're not really deep thinkers. You know what I'm saying? You might have a few sprinkled in, but it's really not that.
Okay.
As far as like I said, living through our athletes vicariously, you know what I'm saying? And coming from Detroit, most of the time you're disappointed, man. You know what I'm saying? So you go through the year optimistic or whatever, but at the end of the year you wind up being heartbroken. But not this year, y'all. But not this year. I'm optimistic.
Hey,
That's another topic.
hold on
Right.
Yeah,
for 1 second.
We ain't
But
done nothing yet,
if I
but I
may,
yeah.
got you.
Exactly.
We I know we getting to that, but let
if I
me
may,
finish my
just one
point.
second though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, hold on for one
If I,
second. Jafari got his finger up, man.
if
Real
I may,
quick,
for just
Jafari,
one
go
second
ahead.
though, Fluke.
Say that again.
Yeah. If I may, for just one second, that's exactly what I meant when I said the demonization of sports and entertainment. Why is there an why is there an expectation for to
Expectation.
be civic minded? I don't
To
know that.
be to
I
be
mean,
what?
Say it again. You
I
were
didn't hear
breaking
that
up.
last part.
Why is there an expectation? Why do we as a black community have an expectation for our sports and our athletes and entertainers to be civic minded? Sports and entertainment is a job. I mean, no matter what the platform is, that's their job.
That's true.
As
Yeah,
far
that's
as
true.
as far as the character goes, realistically, I could care less. And I'm not saying I'm not saying shut up and dribble. I'm not saying that.
but hey, all right,
Yeah.
finish your point. Finish your point, Fluke.
I think, man, what needs to be really understood just based on the question that Keith asked, man. You know what I'm saying? You see upward mobility based on your personal skill sets. You know what I'm saying? Be it football, basketball, whatever. I'm speaking strictly sports. There's upper mobility there. You know what I'm saying? And what do people pay attention to? They pay attention to who has the you know how much money you earn. What can you do for what can you give back to the community, and so on and so forth. We admire our athletes not only because of the monetary reasons, but also because they're doing things that seems superhuman
Yes.
to
That's what I was going to say.
somebody that doesn't have those physical skill sets, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So that is why we hold our athletes up. That is the reason that, it affects us because in most in the majority of the sports, you see people that look like us that's dominating it, man. You know what I'm saying? So that uplifts our community as black people, but it also, make other races recognize the fact that hey, we are dominated. We are dominant in what we choose to put our mind to and go into. You know what I'm saying? We can be dominant.
Okay.
That whole shut up and dribble things, you know what I'm saying? You got athletes from football to basketball that are multimillionaires, man.
Yeah. That's what I was about
Yeah.
to say too.
You understand
I
what I'm
was going to say
saying?
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Multimillionaires. So what people get lost at is that they say, okay, you only playing basketball, but they perfected that skill set.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a job. That's an all
Okay.
around job, and they
Okay.
perfected that.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you this question. This is going to the question I asked you earlier, Dion.
Yeah.
Basically, what I feel our community holds on to sports entertainment so directly is because we feel we have control of that. And also, we get the cosign from the people in charge. Now, I'm going. It might feel like I'm reaching, but think about this. As a community, Jaquari, was it you or yeah, you said it earlier. 50 years ago, the doctor, the lawyer, the insurance man, the store owner, they were our superstar.
Yeah.
60 years ago, they were our superstar, right? Then because we had other folks say, yo, you included into this shit. You included into our culture because we like the way you entertain us. Even though we like to entertain. Now, like I said, if it might feel like I'm reaching, but think about this. We feel a great deal of
That was my
pride.
point, bro.
We feel a great deal of pride when we see my son's hero is LeBron James. When he sees LeBron James score 40 points, right? Luckily, LeBron is very eloquent and can speak, right? And I'm not talking about him being dumb or anything like that. I'm talking about when I say eloquent is he ain't on there, even though he's speaking the truth. I hate you because of what you've done to my people. You feel me? Because that's real. He is accepted by the masses because he has the energy of being non-threatening, right? But who between the communities, when it comes to our black athletes, who is the greater critic? Is it other communities or is it our own? Now, with that being said, you had time to think about it, Dion, and I want everybody else to address this question. What do you think? Why?
Well,
Why?
well, just like I was saying earlier, it's a little bit much more than just what athletes can do, as far as their athletic ability. Because remember, we don't think of those guys as superstars. I mean, I'm sorry, we don't think of those guys as just regular people. Like he said, they superhuman. So it's like they don't use the bathroom, they don't eat, they don't do none of this. We look at them in a totally different level.
Yeah.
But like I said, remember now. You know what? I had a client one time, and me and her was talking, and I was at her house. I was getting her involved in of course, one of my doors, and she had a beautiful home, really nice. She was driving nice, and I was like, "So, what's your motivation? What motivated you?" She said, "You know what motivated me, Dion? If a guy on TV that's dribbling a basketball can make $2 million, I can make $2 million." So what it goes to show you, that's the measuring stick to a certain degree, that we measure ourselves on athletes and somewhat entertainers. But we trying to go out there and earn the income that those guys are earning, because we know as soon as they sign that contract, they instant millionaires. They lottery picks. They make it major money. So I think in our communities, we want to be like those guys. Because remember, just think, when we was kids, all of us was kids, our parents, it'd be the Jacksons on TV. It'd be, what did our parents do? Come downstairs, come downstairs. We running like Hebrew slaves running downstairs to see entertainers that was on TV, because that was our measuring stick. So as you ask me why, I can't really say why. It's just what the media has put in our face. Because we remember, as young kids, we didn't see our people, we didn't see us on TV every day doing regular things like doctors and lawyers. All we saw was people singing, cracking jokes, and just like I said, dribbling a basketball. So that's the reason why I think we got obsessed. It started from way back then when we first started seeing athletes on TV and entertainers on TV. We started getting up obsession with them, because you just think about it. We didn't really hype up. If we had we stayed next door to a lawyer, and we saw the lawyer in the neighborhood, we wasn't really walking up like, I want to be like him. We wasn't doing that. We wanted to be.
Hold on, brother.
I'm telling you what I saw.
You talking about this experience?
Yeah, I'm telling you what I saw. Because hold on, Keith, just look at it. coming up, and I'm speaking, me and my brother can definitely speak on this.
Yeah.
Man, we were young. We were influenced by athletes, entertainers, and drug dealers. That's what was in our neighborhood. That's
Yeah.
who was making money. We saw our parents going to work every single day, busting their butts, and they coming home barely paying the light bill. We seeing cars we ain't never seen before driving through our neighborhoods, and we like, I want to be like that guy. I want to be that dude right there. Or I had friends that, just like I said, we grew up with three. Me and my brother grew up with three lottery picks from my neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
We saw them do as soon as they signed their contract, they rolled back through the hood and they vets, and we like, dang, I
Yeah.
want to be like that guy.
Now, keep that in mind right there. What that right there, right? I totally agree with you, but understand the simple fact. Now, you said you saw your parents go to work every day. We look, my dad and my mom went to work every day, but my dad was in them streets. You see what I'm saying? And he was in them streets hard.
Yeah,
So what it did for me was understanding that he was out there, right? But guess what he did? He got up to work every single day, and he made sure that we was in place every single day. You know what I'm saying? I've never, and this is no indictment on anybody else. I've never, when I had a friend, because I got millionaires for friends. I wasn't a millionaire. I got millionaires for friends, lifelong friends,
yeah,
playing in the NFL, playing in the NBA, right?
yeah.
But I never wanted what they wanted and what they had. I never wanted what they had because what I understood was there's always a price to pay. Now, if you gave me any money to pay, you gave me that money to spend, hell yeah, I'm gonna spend the shit out of it. It's what it is, right?
You gonna be driving through neighborhoods with vets and all that shit,
No,
huh?
no, no. First of all, first of all, I'm not gonna drive through my hood if I know motherfuckers is robbing people like that driving through my hood. It's not gonna happen. Not
But in
gonna
your hood, you know where to go and where not to go.
And where not to go.
Exactly,
so this is
exactly.
this point I'm trying to make. Then we're gonna go to you, Darren, and give us your perspective.
Yeah,
This point I'm trying to make. What we're doing here right now, we slightly disagree, but we agree at the same time. This is good dialogue for people to talk about it. You guys are giving us your experience, and it's a great experience because you two are accomplished men and black men. My brothers are accomplished men and black men. You see what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
We need to be heard. Our mantra has always been conversation with everyday people because everyday people make this world go around. Even though we love our sports and entertainment, right? But for real, we make the grind. We make them gears go. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Darren,
He was.
So
hold. All right, all right. I can go to you, dog, but I need you to tell me what it is, or you can wait for me. Which one you want?
Who you
Thank
talking
you.
to? No, I was gonna say, man, two things could be true at the same time, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And what I mean by that is that, look, man, we saw people work honest jobs and struggle and still maintain. You know what I'm saying? They struggle. I don't mean to confuse you too, but they struggle, but they grind it out and things happen.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And you saw it's a slow progression. The only difference is cats who dribble a ball or run the football, that shit came fast. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
yeah,
It came quick. You know what I'm saying? And it changed lives in a quick way. But if you got parents, man, that grind for 35 plus years, hell, they had nice cribs too. You know what I'm saying? They drove nice cars. They took trips too. See what I'm saying? So I think what I don't want to happen is that, I'm a old former athlete. You know You know what I'm saying? And I've been in locker rooms. I know how they think. They ain't the smartest motherfuckers in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. This is the second time you insulted. I'm a part of that shit. Quit insulting me.
Huh?
Quit insulting me. You keep saying we ain't smart enough. Fuck that, man. Stop that.
Hold on. You know what? Hold on. I got one question.
I can speak to my experience though.
Okay, speak about you then. Are you
Okay.
smart? Are you intelligent?
Why are you taking it personal?
Because I told you I'm a part of that group.
Yeah, but I didn't say, man, I was in the locker room with Keith Armstrong. He wasn't the smartest motherfucker in there. I never said that.
I'm on the damn rock, man.
I didn't say that. Okay, I'll tell you what.
Damon, he's just talking about the brotherhood of the locker room.
Okay, in the brotherhood of the locker room.
Okay, let rephrase that.
45% of them cats wasn't the smartest motherfuckers walking on the earth.
All right. Hey, Flu, finish so we can get to everybody else because we need to talk about sports, bro. And that's why we're here.
Okay, man, then you know what? I'm gonna shut up and dribble.
Yeah. Hey, Darrin, go ahead, bro.
No, I don't have much to say. My brother touched a lot on it already.
Okay.
But he is absolutely right. But go ahead, Dion.
No. What I wanted to say was just to piggyback off a little bit of that situation where he was talking about, the parents some parents did do well. We had people working in the plants and things of that nature. But you got to remember, we looking at people at our age bracket. My parents wasn't walking around with 6 women. Are you kidding me? but my boys that had the nice rides, the drug dealers, the athletes in the neighborhood, they had the pretty women, they had the nice clothes, and they had the money. Who you think I'm hanging out with? I'm hanging out with I ain't hanging out with my mom and dad that's 30 and 40 years old at that particular time of my life. They ain't doing nothing that's interesting to me. I see them, they maintaining in a household, but I'm seeing the guys riding in Beamers. They got girls, they got clothes, they got money. Those is the guys that influence me. So what I'm saying to you, I get it. And guess what? You was in the locker room and you know what them guys was talking about. After they got off, I'm running over this other girl's house real quick. Or I got this other chick coming through real quick. That's what they talking about in the locker room. They ain't talking about I'm about to go to see my mama and daddy like that. They about to go see this chick that they scored 25 and she gonna be on them when they come over and be like, baby, I saw you score 25 tonight. We looking for them type of people. So I'm saying me and my brother, we was influenced because we was around that culture. We was around the hustlers. We was around the guys making bread, doing their thing. It influenced the crap out of us, man. So guess what? The generation that's there now, we already think we was on the lower level. We ain't have social media. We ain't had none of that. We have visual if we have people around you. Now they got social media. You can see their houses now, their cars, the women, everything. It's all a fantasy on social media that we didn't have as kids. We saw it because we walked out the front door. They got it. So all they got to do is cut on their phone. It's instantly right there in their face.
Okay.
So real quick. Yeah. Let me just add. Let me just add just another simple perspective off that, just real quick. So all of that we just talked about is fine and dandy, and everybody laid down their perspective on what they think. Here's the thing that catches me the most is the ones that are the athletes that retire, the drug dealer and whatever that we saw on the street that's retired. The thing that sets them apart from everybody else is after the game is done, they parlay it into something that us as black people can see as to look. This is where I was at. This is what I did, but this is what I'm doing now. Here's what I'm doing now. And a simple example of that is that look at what 50 Cent is doing right now. 50 Cent has parlayed the power universe off the drug game. He has made himself a whole brand new career and whole new avenue off of what the drug dealer is because of what he lived and what he saw on the street. He parlayed that and expanded that universe into a whole different ball game. That's the thing that sets apart from the normal athlete and from the normal drug dealer out there in the street. If you could parlay into something bigger, that to me and expand it out into the universe like it is right now, that to me sets you apart from the rest.
Good point, Jaquari. You sitting there, you've been marinating for a minute, man. What's your take on this?
If you're talking, you're on mute.
Yep, probably on mute.
Are you on mute, Jaquari? Jaquari.
Is he froze? Because he's not even moving. I think he frozen.
I think he might be frozen. All right. Yeah. In the meantime, we have two of our late guests. They are friends to the show. Stacey Chauncey.
What up? What up?
And William Burnett. So what we're going to do here, guys, until Jaquari get his mechanism together, basically what it is, first of all, how was your day today, Bill?
It was awesome, man. You know, every day you wake up above earth, man, and can take a breath is always good, brother, for me. Everything was good, no issues, man, you know?
No doubt. Bill and I went to Pitt together.
Yes, sir.
He was my youngin'. I ushered him through adulthood.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You helped me along. You helped me along.
No doubt. I helped him learn how to drink responsibly.
That too.
Hey, and Stacey, how you doing today, brother?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, bro.
All is well, man. All is well.
Okay, how was your day today?
You know, challenging, but again, we good. You know, better late than never. Delayed don't mean denied, baby.
Okay. So, this is what we're going to do before we really get into the meat of the sports. You and Bill missed out the question, but you're coming in the tail end of it. Basically, the question is, how much do you think sports and entertainment has influenced our community? We'll start with you, Bill.
Well, for me, sports has always influenced my life. I mean, back in the day, I had nothing but football posters, basketball posters on my wall. You know, you always mimic some of the stars. Went to the basketball court, be like Barkley and Doc and Moses. You know, I was doing the Magic, and I never missed the Boston Celtics Sixer game, Laker game. I used to argue with my mom when games came on Laker because back then they had the games late, and they wouldn't have them in prime time. So we had
time delay.
Yeah, exactly. And I used to have to argue with my mom. I was trying to sneak up, turn the TV on like 12 midnight to watch the game. Just to watch the game.
Yeah.
Sports always been big. I love sports.
You telling your age.
Yeah, I love it.
All you had to do was watch the news, 11 o'clock news. You want to know who won. But go ahead.
I wouldn't know who won, but I still want to see how it went down.
Yeah.
Newspaper.
I want to see how it went down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, especially Philadelphia sports. I used to go to McGonigal to watch all the high school games. I didn't play no organized basketball. I should have. I could have, but I wasn't tall enough.
Stop playing. Go ahead.
You know what it was, big dog. You know what I did.
Okay. Hey, Bill, you had 5 fouls, man.
I had 5 fouls. I had Charles Oakley hacker. But so sports always been a big influence in my life. More than entertainment, probably. You know, I love music. Everybody else loves music. And music always influences society. No matter what you say, who you are, it all influences society. But sports is a big influence. Sports taught me camaraderie. It teaches you social skills. It teaches you how to compete. It teaches a lot. To me, it teaches a lot. You know, a lot of good things. I'm not gonna say like all athletes is dumb, because I know a lot of guys who scholars.
Hey.
Shut up and dribble.
Hey, I was just trying to get. I was just joking, man. I don't think all
I know it's
athletes
all good.
Hey, look,
is
look.
dumb, man.
Hey, Bill. So really, this the gist of things. Before I come to you, Stacey, the gist of things is you use sports and entertainment as a tool.
Sure,
Okay, so it's more of a tool than actual lifestyle.
it's a combination of both, I guess, to an
Okay,
extent.
okay,
It's definitely a lifestyle.
Yeah, it's definitely
Absolutely.
it's a combination.
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Stacey,
I didn't make it a lifestyle for me because I never let anything, I had my own lane, so I never like mimic people or try to be a rapper or try to
Mhm.
live like who I wasn't. You know what I mean? I knew who I was and what my limits were. So
got
for me, it was a little different. But I can see how I can influence a lot of people. Sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Stacey, what do you think, bro? You need me to read you the question again?
He froze. There you go.
So what do you think, Stacey?
He must got his thing on mute or something.
Are you
No,
on mute, Stacey?
his Wi-Fi is probably failing him.
Like he
Yeah.
froze, big dog. Like he froze. There you go.
No, he's moving. I don't think he hears us. Do you hear us?
Yep, I don't think he hears.
Yeah, I don't think he hears us either. Yeah, he is
Hold
moving.
up. Who got? I ain't got my cell phone. I got my other. I ain't got
Just
my.
put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. Just say we can't hear you, Stacey. Put it in the chat.
He giving us that death stare.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
we can't
yeah.
hear
He
you.
holding.
Look,
You
look,
can't.
We can't hear you.
waiting on my. Oh, look, I'm waiting on my turn. What's up?
No, he looking like,
You can't hear.
do I have all your attention?
Look, this ain't no dramatic pause, is it, dog? Hey,
Right.
can you hear us, Stacey?
No, he can't hear.
No, he can't hear.
until we get Stacey back, man. I was joking, man, about all athletes is dumb because I been including myself. Hey, Keith.
We know you was joking, man, but go ahead.
Okay, man, but I got.
Yeah.
Can I talk? Can I say something?
No, go ahead.
There it is.
Go ahead.
That's Big
Well,
Brother
I'm finna-
speaking, Luke. That's Big Brother speaking there.
Man, I don't recognize Big Brother. Shit, I'm Big Brother.
Luke, my man.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the point I'm making, man. You know, everybody has good points, man, but the question I'm, well, Keith, you the moderator, so you go ahead. Stacey, can you hear us, man?
No, he can't hear us, man. We trying to.
Do we have his earphones in? His earplugs?
Don't know.
Can you hear us, Stacey?
I can't hear you guys.
Okay.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Drop off and come back in.
All right.
Maybe that'll help.
Okay.
As pertaining to the question that you asked, man, I think it's very important, man, that we are a visual society, man.
Yes. Yes.
We are a visual society, and what we
Absolutely.
see, you know what I'm saying. If somebody got something that you covet or desire, you want it, you think that, hey, you know what? If I can dribble this basketball good or whatever, I can obtain that stuff. But what most people don't recognize is that there has to be a foundation going into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not doing. I'm going back in the studio.
Okay. All right.
You have to come from a foundation. Now, what I look at is that when you look at, the modern players and all that stuff, they throw them a boatload of money. You know what I'm saying? Having money, you have to know how to manage it, man. You know what I'm saying? And then manage that money. Do you come from a foundation that you respect it? You know what I'm saying?
Look, and also consider that they're getting it at 20 and 21 years old.
That's exactly the point I was going to.
Shit.
Man, you throw a 20-year-old $20 million, man. Do we have the wherewithal, the understanding how to manage it, how to manage his brand? See, that's what they're doing now.
Right.
That's what
Now.
they're doing now. They understanding
Right.
how to manage their brand now.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
You throw a 20-year-old.
And look, sometimes the parents don't know how to do it either.
That's what I'm saying. And that's
Well,
what I'm. That's
they
what I'm
don't know how
talking
to
about.
do
The
it either.
foundation.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
Not
now
that
the
type.
league,
Not that type of money.
well,
Not
now,
that.
well, now the league got it in place right now where they give you financial literacy. They as soon as you walk in the door, you sit down at the table and they give you financial literacy right off the bat. Back in the 70s, 80s, and early 2000s, they didn't do that, and they teach you how to say no because everybody can't say no. A lot of the athletes
Everybody coming
right
at you.
now, yeah, all the athletes right now, all you hear is that people got family members, everybody coming at them from every different direction,
Yeah.
and everybody got their hand out, and people don't know how to say no. But I heard a few athletes out here, back in the day, and now I heard a few of them say, "Oh no, anybody come to me, I'm telling them no. You didn't make this, I made this."
But you know what though, Darrin? Here's the thing with it. Just knowing this, this, and not names, I'm just knowing friends in the industry, like personal friends. See, most of the time, people don't get the fact that in the NFL, the Major League Baseball, and the NBA, you have to pay taxes in every state that you go into.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They didn't tell you that back in the day.
No.
Because
every state you play, every state you live in,
every state that you go play in, you have to pay that.
Because that's a job, man. In that state you play.
I didn't know that either.
No, hold on. No, that ain't true. Because if I'm working for IBM and I go to California and I live in North Carolina, I don't have to pay California state taxes.
Right. So you're saying an NBA person, when they're on a road trip, every place they go, they got to pay a tax in that state? Or that place?
That particular state, they have to pay taxes.
Yeah, I knew that.
When we
I never knew that. Damn.
When we talk about, man, how did he go broke?
Yeah.
Because he had no idea.
Yeah, right. Because I didn't know that myself, Keith. I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's
all leagues, all player associations are trying to fight that right now.
Yeah.
They are in the courts right now.
That seems a bit unfair, don't you think?
Is it the same with hockey?
But
yeah, all sports. Yeah, baseball.
That seems a bit unfair.
Are the players in Texas exempt though? They winning, right?
Well,
they don't
Florida,
have.
I think Florida might be exempt too.
If the players in Texas go to another state, they're subject to that state.
I know, but they winning if they in Texas though.
Yeah, because there's no state taxes.
Right.
I thought Florida didn't have state taxes.
That's what I thought. Florida, yeah.
Florida and Texas. Yeah.
Oh, Texas too. Okay.
And Florida don't have state taxes.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Then why do Houston suck, man?
There you go. Look, we gonna let
I'm just being silly, man.
He finally got his shit together.
Who?
No, but we're gonna let you comment on it, man, because we want to hear from you. All right. The question is, and then we're gonna get into the sports talk like we want to get into it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stacey.
The question was about how sports shaped me.
How much do you think sports and entertainment has influenced our community?
Oh, come on, man. Everybody wanted to be like Doc, then they wanted to be like AI, then they wanted to be like MJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, and
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yeah. But if you can't jump like Doc, you can't jump like MJ.
I get it, but you was on the court. You look cool coming in the stadium. You know what I'm saying? You laced up the smooth shoes that we couldn't afford to buy. You know what I'm saying?
You got the braid.
You got the braids. You know what I'm saying? The whole 9 yards.
My man,
the chain.
All of that. Hold on, Keith. Let's go back to how it influenced me. I couldn't keep my grades up enough to play on the team, right? And Keaton was doing their thing, so I had to be in the band. Okay.
Man, stop, man. No, hey, now, Cuz has skills. Hold on now. Cuz has skills now.
No, here's the crazy thing.
Cuz has skills.
This is the God's honest truth. When it came to football, which I became All-State and All-American, when it came to basketball, even though I love basketball, right? Stacey was the one who came to me like, yo, I'm going up here, because he played football all the way Huron Braves, 9th grade, JV, he played. So it wasn't like, he was a scrub, he played, right? And he was the one who called me. I only played 1 year of varsity. He called me, he said, yo, we got workouts, man. Fuck you going to do? You coming? And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to come. And I went up there, man, and then the rest was history. You know what I mean? Because he was always an influence. You know what I mean? Because he always balled. You know what I mean?
Hey, Stacey was that cousin, man. You playing with him, he throw you that no-look pass, go off the side of your head. Hey, cuz, you got to get that, man. We need that, man. You got to get that. That was Stacey.
He was Isaiah. He was Isaiah before Isaiah.
He was that dude was like, cuz, man, you couldn't catch that?
All right. Well, look, let's do this. We can ready to segue. But I'm going to do some house cleaning. This is a Strong Perspective podcast. We having conversation with everyday people, because everyday people make the world go round. Everyday people grind, and this is why the world does what it do. I don't give a fuck what you hear on the news or anything like that. People like us makes this world the way it is, and they gauge it off of us. Sports and entertainment, everything, right? Now, go to our channel by the same name. Go like, share, and subscribe our shit. You want to know why? Because we have conversations that a lot of people would enjoy hearing. All right? Now, let's throw this out there. We're going to go to everyone, right? And this is the question. What's your favorite sport? And name your GOAT in every sport. Football and basketball. Let's just do it that way. Mm-hmm. All right? Matter of fact, we'll start with you, Stacey, because you're late in the game, my guy, and we need you to get some screen time.
So, favorite sport is definitely basketball. The favorite player for me in basketball, just off the top of my head, I'm gonna go with Magic. Mm-hmm. And when you talk about football, just off the top of my head, when I just think from an impact perspective, although he probably killed his damn wife. He
was acquitted. He was acquitted. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to go with OJ running through the airport, okay?
OJ. I ain't black. I'm OJ.
I can't stand that.
OJ was a bad man. OJ was a bad man.
Hey. And while we doing this, just a moment to think about Charles White that passed the other day.
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he passed.
What he died from?
Lung cancer.
Man, I seen the. It's so crazy how you go, but you see I'm looking at the highlights of Charles White. I forgot how bad the boy was.
Yeah.
USC, right? USC running back, right?
USC, that's right.
That boy was bad boy.
Hey, Keith, I know what the question was, but real quick.
Keith fell off.
Oh, he fell off?
Yeah.
No, I ain't fall off.
Oh, okay. All
Okay.
right.
Nah, it's all
He'll be back. But so
Okay.
when you talk about
I'm here. Elaborate on your shit, though, Stacey.
Hey, he
so,
didn't
so
want y'all to see he had on pajama shorts and shit, man.
No.
Some dinosaurs on his boxes.
No. What I tell Dion earlier?
Dog.
I didn't want y'all to see me bite my damn sandwich, dog.
well, shit, I got my tuna right here. I'm trying to sneak something in. With my crackers.
Hey, I wasn't even holding back. Period. Y'all was gonna see entertainers eat on camera all day.
You're absolutely correct.
All right, go ahead, Stacey.
But when you just talk about favor from that vantage point, I think Magic really changed the game and took it to the level in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? At that height, 6'9", point guard, controlling it, could play multiple positions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and we know each game is leveled up by the athletes. We get that, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but Magic will be my guy there. And I just think of OJ, although I don't like his ass. We just, I'm just trying to take the personal side out of it. He was just a hell of a charismatic guy on the field, off the field. When you gave him the ball, shit happened.
He parlayed his shit. He definitely did that.
And you know what? Think about it. OJ ran for 2,000 yards with a 14-game regular season, and now they got 18. Now they got 18 games. Just think about that.
Dion,
14 games.
Make my point, Dion.
Yeah, 14 points.
I'm gonna make this point. How the hell? I'm gonna make this point. How the hell they make a helmet big enough for his ass, man? I could never figure that shit out.
First of all, did OJ ever play on a contender?
Yeah.
Did OJ ever play on a contender?
Say what?
Huh?
No.
No,
he played in the playoff game, but they.
Oh shit! Hey, Bill segueing into Philadelphia now,
No,
y'all.
hold on. Bill getting ready to talk anyway. But
Fly, Eagles,
OJ
fly.
one time, I think it was against the Steelers, the AFC final, and they lost to him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he played a playoff game with San Francisco
Bill.
also, but that's when he was on the downturn.
He was washed up.
Keith, hold on. You said favorite football player, favorite basketball player. Can I add one more piece of that?
Of course you can.
And y'all got to answer the question. What was your favorite college football team in the 80s?
Okay.
Football team.
I already got that hands
football
down.
team, college.
Yeah.
Hands down.
First of all, that
I
ain't
think me and
fair.
Dion on
He
the same
did,
page
yeah.
on that.
Hands down.
Bill lives in Philadelphia, right?
Yeah.
So he can't speak on the matter.
He really can't because in them years,
Tempo.
No.
My man.
It is our alma
John
mater.
Cheney,
Hold, Dion, did you really just say tempo as it referred to college football, man?
Hey, yo, Fluke, the same ring bell? Mark Macon?
Yeah.
He's the homeboy
He's
right
from
there.
Detroit,
Yeah,
right?
that's right. From Saginaw, tag that.
Mr. Basketball.
From
And he the coach right now for Temple, ain't he? Mark making the coach for Temple.
Right.
Yes,
Aaron
he is.
McKee, the coach with Temple.
Yeah, that's right. I thought he on the staff though.
He's on
Hey,
the
Mark-
staff, man.
I'm not sure. I didn't hear that. I don't
Okay.
know.
All right, hey,
Okay.
Bill, it's on you. It's on you, brother.
All right,
I'm about to say, are we really talking about Temple, man?
No, we're not.
John
Go
Cheney.
ahead, Bill.
No.
When I was
Bill,
Fluke.
you're
When I
about to
was in
lose your
Pitt,
turn. You're
When I
about
was
to
in
lose your
Pitt-
turn.
You still talking about Temple, man?
when I was in Pitt,
Stick with
Temple came with there twice and beat Pitt. Keith,
Bill.
Paul Palmer, and
Bill.
Todd McNair.
Bill.
No?
Bill. Answer the question, my guy. Let's go.
All right. My favorite sport is football. I think everybody know that. And my favorite player of all time, he wasn't an Eagle. Second, I got 3 favorite players of all time.
Let's hear him.
Number 2 is Reggie White, and number 3 is Earl Campbell.
Ooh.
But number one, I hate to say it, Lawrence Taylor.
You hate this? Oh, because
What do you mean you hate to say it?
Because he was a
Taylor is
He was
the
a New York
truth,
Giant.
man.
He's a killer, man. And inside, I said, that's a bad man.
But look, Lawrence
As Mark
killed
Jackson say, huh?
Lawrence killed everybody.
Lawrence Taylor was a bad
They had no answer for that dude. They had to invent the left tackle for that guy, man. Really?
Yes.
They
They
did.
were trying to find somebody to compare to him all these years. They can't find nobody.
Nobody.
I agree with
Still,
that.
What's crazy is
we need an NBA guy, man. Let's go.
NBA, my favorite NBA player, I think the GOAT is Michael Jordan, of course, to me.
Oh my God.
But my favorite player,
Arguable.
I don't believe in
there's
goat.
no argument.
Ask a Larry Bird fan if that's true.
Can
No.
I make my statement?
Let him finish, man. Let him finish.
Thank you. My
I'm gonna give him a hard time, man.
Even though I don't think he's the best of all time, is Charles Barkley. And I'll tell you why.
Why?
He was around on a rebound. He was only 6'4", and he dominated. That's how I felt. I was like him on the court.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's how I felt.
Look. I was riding with you in his career, but then I lost you after he became a commentator, and he was selling out for the man. But I digress.
Yeah, but you got to take the personal out of it.
Yeah,
Right.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
So
It's hard to take Kuhn and Sambo out of the equation.
But hey, you know what though? Honestly, quiet as kept. Not to cut you off for a minute, but you know what? Charles Barkley, if y'all look at the Hall of Fame, but him and Isaiah are asked to come up in there to be one of the people that they was most influenced by. Charles Barkley or Isaiah Thomas, hands down.
Isaiah was the truth. But hey, Darrin,
Barkley won the truth, brother. Barkley won the truth.
Okay. So
Barkley won the
real quick.
truth.
Yeah, he is. We'll talk about it in a minute. Go ahead, Darrin.
So real quick, just for me. Now I got two perspectives on this. One, as a kid, okay, growing up in the city of Detroit, as a kid, favorite players as a kid, Billy Sims and Anthony Carter.
Oh,
Damn.
that's playing.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about, Darrin.
Now,
you a true homeboy. Straight up.
You know, AC was my dude.
Now, again, as a kid going into a teenager, Dion attested this for me.
Yeah.
Me and him stopped whatever we was doing when this guy came on TV and we didn't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Marcus Dupree.
Yeah.
Oh, bad man with the Jerry curl.
Yes, sir.
Bad man.
Run you through. Run
We
through.
have not seen anything like him since, and have not seen anything like him after.
Who did he play for?
Let me ask you
Oklahoma.
Let me ask you this.
Oh,
Darrin.
I was about to say State.
Did it hurt him by taking the money in the USFL?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Killed him.
Absolutely.
They did a nice 30-30 for him on ESPN.
Yes, they did.
Not only did it hurt him taking that, but when he had that injury, going into his sophomore year, that's basically what killed him, because that put him on the blacklist for Barry Switzer. And when he got in the doghouse with Barry Switzer, that set off a multitude of things that pushed him going to the USFL. And he had different people in his ear telling him to go in this direction. And he a kid. He 18, 19 years old. He don't know what to believe. So, of course, in living in the conditions that him and his mom was living in, of course, he's going after money.
No doubt.
So during that era, what year was that he played at Oklahoma? What years was that?
Early 80s?
82.
No, it wasn't that early. No. It was like 85.
Yes.
It was like 84, 85.
Okay. Because was that the time when Texas was Ham Jones, Lamb Jones, and all them dudes that Texas was real good?
No. That's when Nebraska was tight. Nebraska was bad.
Yeah.
Nebraska had that squad back in the day.
Can y'all hear me, man?
Now basketball.
Remember, hold on. Remember Rogers. Remember Irving Fryer. Remember
that was
Gil. Remember my man Turner Gill. That squad was loaded.
That was when Michigan shared the title, national title.
No.
It wasn't.
No, that was before then.
Hold
That was
on.
before then.
That was way before that.
We're going to come to you after Jaquar.
So just real quick, as far as basketball is concerned, the GOAT, of course, is Michael Jordan. But let me give you another perspective on this.
You from
Deon
Detroit, you got him as the GOAT? Stop playing.
This is another perspective that me and Dion shares. Again, nonstop. We would stop what we was doing, whatever it is, girls hanging out, whatever the case may be. when the Fab Five came on TV,
Oh yeah.
we stopped what we was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Stop what we
Love
was
the
doing.
Fab Five.
The
Love the
Fab
Fab
Five.
Five.
We had to watch what they was doing every
Yeah.
time. Every time.
You know what they did? They changed the culture of how
Yes.
college basketball players are looked at.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
what they ended up doing was they were highly talented dudes, right?
Yes.
But what they ended up doing was giving college basketball players the freedom to be themselves.
That's right.
I didn't mention my college team, man, basketball.
Oh, hold on. We're going to come back to you.
Oh.
Jaquari.
You did. You said Temple.
No, I didn't. Why you love John Cena? I did
Y'all
love.
hear me, man?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. That's why I'm saying
All
I
right.
want you to go.
All right. Goddamn. Testing. All right. See, college, Jamel Holloway,
Oh, shit.
the
Quarterback,
NFL,
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Yep. Oklahoma. Yep.
NFL, me and Joe Green,
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah.
the NBA, Adrian Dantley.
The teacher.
and
Damn.
Big-
Got played.
yeah,
He did. He
Got
did.
played.
He
and
did.
big time wrestler, the Nature Boy Ric Flair.
My man.
Woo! Right.
My
Okay.
man.
Right. Damn, boy.
Okay.
I love Ric Flair.
That was some good shit right there, dog.
Hell yeah.
The full
Hell
horse.
yeah.
Go ahead, Dion.
Andre the Giant, baby.
Okay. I got to change it a little bit, Key, because my brother kind of, me and him, of course, we grew up so tightly. We on that. So I gotta go what influenced me and got me playing the game like I was playing the game because I had a heck of a love for the game. So I got to go first basketball, which football is my favorite, but basketball is 1A, 1B. So I'm going to go basketball first. The most influential people that influenced me in the game was Antoine Jobert. I never seen somebody score 50 points and the other team score 45. He killed them by himself, okay? Nobody, and still to this day, nobody did that. The most two influenced people I saw coming up as a youngster, playing high school basketball, and influenced the crap out of me. Went down to State Fairgrounds, and I saw Derek Coleman matched up, and Derek was a beast when he was in the 10th grade.
Yeah.
He was matched up against, they was going back and forth, Demetrius Gore. Never seen nothing like it. It influenced me to the point where I wanted to not stop playing basketball nonstop. And my brother can attest to that. I've never seen anything like that in my life. And I wanted to play all day.
The world is this small, bro.
Yeah. So Demetrius Gore, my second favorite Detroit basketball player of all time in the city of Detroit.
The world is this
First
small.
of all, Demetrius.
And Dad, I know you. I wish I could have talked to him and told him that. I wish that brother was still here because I love to give him his flowers right there and there. He influenced me big time.
Let me tell you about that. That was my best friend.
Yes, sir.
My brother to tell you. He was like a brother to me. You know what I'm saying? And we was college teammates, and really at all 4 years, and even though we had Jerome Lane, we had Charles Smith, Demetrius Gore was the best basketball player, pure basketball player on our squad.
It didn't bring. Hold on, Darrin. I don't know if Darrin heard that. Darrin, I was telling them. You heard me. Okay.
I heard the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I was just saying that, like you said, Demetrius Gore, man, during that time, the PSL had NBA loads of players that was coming from the NBA. I mean, going to straight from the PSL, going to Division I school, and they was going to the NBA. It was nothing like it, man.
Some in our family.
What nothing like it, man. Those guys influenced me to become the athlete that I was. Because Darrin, to tell you, in my neighborhood, I was dominating. I was good at both. I was good at football and basketball. Hold on. So when we was growing up as a kid, Steve Smith, which was a lottery pick, he was always number one. Guess who was number two? I was always number two. Mm-hmm. So goes to show you.
Hold on, Darrin, can you attest to that?
I just showed a little league picture of him.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you see it?
So that picture that you saw of him from that point all the way up to high school, he was the man. But here's the thing though. For me, myself, as being the older brother, I had to fight for him from top to bottom because all the drug dealers trying to come at him
Wow.
every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, my brother got something good. My brother got something good going here. Y'all need to lay off of him. But they was trying to recruit him tough. But I had to get him off of him. But yeah, so from that little league all the way going up to DePores, he had a football scholarship to play at DePores.
High school.
Yeah,
Full ride, Stacey.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look.
Hold on. And in the 9th grade, I got promoted to varsity in 9th grade.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you the funny shit is when Stacey said, "Dan, can you co-sign that?" Dion said, "I am him. I am him." He had that look on his face. You know what I mean?
But in the neighborhood, Dion is right though. In the neighborhood that we grew up in, it was all athletes from top to bottom on each side of 7 Mile, going all the way back down to Gratiot and 7 Mile, going all the way back up to Woodward and 7 Mile. It was we balled out with athletes all day, every day.
Man. K2 Davis, Doug Smith, Steve Smith, Willie Burton, Kevin Willis. Man, that all in our neighborhood.
I forgot he was from the D. Yeah.
Kevin Willis went to Persian.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Orr.
Kevin came from
Lorenzo Orr. Yeah. Dude.
Sean Respert.
He wasn't on that side of town.
Yeah, I think it's too many.
He was on outside the town of Marvin. But yeah.
Luke, you the last one, man. So
I think it's too many Detroit cats on this podcast.
What'd you say?
I ain't hear
I
what
think
you
it's
said.
too many Detroit cats on this podcast, man.
Of course you do. Of course you do. Too many Detroit cats that's actually telling the damn truth. But go ahead. Hey, Fluke.
I ain't gonna argue that.
Fluke, go ahead, brother.
For football, man, all the Hall of Famers that ever came out of the Pittsburgh Steelers, man.
Yeah.
All of them. Yeah. What was it, 9 or 10 of them motherfuckers?
At least.
At least.
All of them.
All of them.
That was my favorite team growing up.
Greenwood. Yes, sir.
Lambert, that was my favorite team.
Whoa, what about the Detroit Lions? Matt Millen. Come on, man. Hey, Fluke. Don't turn your back on the home team now.
First of all, ain't nobody gonna turn our back because all we gotta do is say Billy Sims and Barry Sanders and
right
and Megatron, and you will be quiet, sir. You will sit there and chill out.
You're just trying to bolster your argument. I get it.
But what about the receiver?
Megatron
from the Lions.
He said Megatron.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he said Megatron. Okay.
Yeah, he said Megatron.
Hey,
what about Eric? What about Eric Hipple?
Eric Hipple. What? You might as well say Gary Danielson, dog.
Hey, you said me straight into depression when you said that.
You might as well say Rodney Peete.
Right.
Rodney Peete. Y'all just named 3 guys.
Rodney Peete was cold, though. Rodney Peete was cold.
Not in Detroit.
No, Rodney Peete was straight in the D.
No, y'all just
named 3 Eric Hipple and Billy Shams was on the cup. They was on the McDonald's.
So what y'all saying? Truly.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Spoke.
Go ahead, Keith.
Y'all just named 3 quarterbacks. And you want to know why they were not great? Because their offensive line had them hurt all the time.
Yes.
Am I right?
So what y'all basically saying? So what y'all basically saying is, hey, Fluke.
Rodney Peete was hurt all the time.
Yeah. Gary Danielson stayed hurt.
We ain't had no line.
So what y'all basically saying is, hey, Fluke, hey man, you said enough, man. It don't matter.
Are you done? With
I just told you my football.
At the same time, Keith, with that,
go ahead and finish.
Keith, at the same time with that, the quarterbacks back then wasn't as tough as they are now.
No, they don't let you touch the quarter. No, they don't let you touch the quarterback.
Hey, you can't touch them.
You can't touch them, man.
These quarterbacks these days cannot be touched.
Man.
Them dudes was getting hit by haymakers.
Man.
They didn't expect to get the hell up.
Woo.
Like,
man.
They would get up like, duh.
And man.
Hey, let me tell you something. If Ronnie Lott was playing like he was playing back in the day, hitting these guys, shit.
Oh, he would get suspended every other day.
Hold on. Jack Tatum, boy. Jack Tatum.
Jack Tatum was probably the hardest hitting.
Who did Jack Tatum play for?
You know who? Hold on. You know who hit it harder than Jack Tatum? What was that boy up in Seattle? Kenny. What was his name? Kenny Easley. That boy used to lay wood on you.
He didn't hit harder than Ronnie Lott.
Man, but he was right there, dog. I don't know.
Ronnie Lott hit some people so hard he used to injure himself all the damn
time. Yeah, he walking around with them bent fingers today.
Yeah, he is. That's true. That's true.
Hey, what did he tell him? Go ahead and cut it off, man, so I can finish this game.
he did say that. He said that too.
Go ahead, man, finish your joint.
Oh, now you want to rush me and shit. Y'all didn't want you all over. And all that.
What are you talking about?
That's football, man. All the Hall of Famers on Pittsburgh. Basketball was Jab, man. Kareem. You know what I'm saying? The greatest player to ever play NBA was Jab. To me, personally.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
Over Wilt?
Huh?
Over Wilt?
Yes.
Okay.
Wilt played against plumbers and carpenters and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
You said Wilt was against 5'7" dudes.
Yeah, that's just my opinion.
You want to know my
lot of people.
And plus Bill broke him off.
No, he didn't. He won.
Go.
But Wilt
winning is not breaking a motherfucker off, Keith.
Wilt averaged 35 and 20 against Boston.
Yeah, he was.
Who remembers that in the loss, though, man?
Okay, now we saying two different things. You said
Jordan scored 65 against Boston, and he what did he catch?
63.
63, and he called an L.
Yeah. My fault. We gonna get into this, but go ahead and finish your joint, man.
There you go, rush me again.
How the fuck am I rushing you? I don't get it.
Jab, but I'm gonna tell y'all who my favorite player was. Me personally, growing up, that was my brother, man. Because he introduced me to the cats that I wind up playing against at St. Cecilia.
Big dog.
Yeah.
Bill.
Straight up, dog. I'm being honest with you.
You don't understand I was that fucking guy.
I just said big dog. You could have been talking about the story.
What's my man's names? The two brothers that played.
I was that guy.
The two brothers that played up in Lansing. They played in the pros.
The
Vincent brothers. All that Rocky Moore, Joe Bear, all them, they all respected my brother, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't into basketball until I saw the respect that he got.
And that was only because I played hard, man. I was 6'9".
You feel what I'm saying?
Fucking 45 and a motherfucking monster.
How many years did you play football, man? High school.
1 year varsity.
And was a fucking All-American.
Wow.
But
you feel what I'm saying?
Hey, Dion, what did I tell y'all last night? I
Yes,
was
sir.
All-American because they told me that I can fucking beat somebody's ass and get away with it. And I had so much frustration that this let out on somebody.
Man, I didn't realize you only played one damn year.
You know what, though, Keith? You know what, Keith? I would have loved you back in the day because you were 6'9". I was trying to dunk on Negroes like you. I was loving to dunk on Negroes like you. I was coming. I was coming, dog. And I was bringing. Hold on, I had the arm like that, coming like with cuffing that boy.
And you know what I used to do? You know what I used to do? I used to hurt motherfuckers' feelings.
Yo,
let me finish my point.
My thing at Pitt.
You ain't hurt any pick me feelings.
That's what I did.
Here's the point.
Here's
the point I'm making, man. You know what I'm saying? My thing wasn't, my favorite players in the pros. My favorite player was my brother because he was close to me. You know what I'm saying? It was tangible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I met all these pro cats because they knew my brother. You know what I'm saying? MC didn't give us no love, but Detroit, I couldn't walk through a damn gym without motherfuckers saying, "Hey, they used to call me Little Army and shit." You know what I'm saying?
And that had a lot to do with our father, because our father grew up in Detroit.
But here is the key point that I'm making, man. Here's the key point that I'm making. Coming from Detroit to Ipsy, man, we didn't get the love that we deserved, but we played in this tournament during the summer. We played in the tournament during the summer. The first year we played, we had some of the legends come through, whoop their ass, right? Everybody was cheering against us. Second year, they brought all the legends back. You know what I'm saying? Now, we had some dogs that came out of Ipsy, man, straight up. Dogs. Coco, all them cats. Whooped they motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? The third year, was you there the third year?
No.
Third year, the team I had, they brought all the legends from out of state and all that. Whooped they motherfucking ass. You know what I'm saying? And my point is this. You could become enamored with a motherfucker playing in the pros, making that money, whatever. I was enamored because what was instilled in me during the time. Me and my brother used to fight on the court. The motherfuckers be laughing, but we run 30 games and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where whoever they brought to the court, cats from Willow Run, cats from Ann Arbor, cats from Detroit, cats whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize it till afterwards, but they came there to play us. They came to play us, and we still didn't get no love. But
I ain't give a fuck.
But when my brother went to college, I'm getting phone calls from every motherfucking body.
But look,
everybody.
Y'all need
I'm
to
I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone.
Hold on, we can.
Hold on, Keith. I'm on the phone. This is my last point. I'm on the phone talking to Bo Schembeckler. He lying to me like a motherfucker. Get your brother to come play for us and shit, and we gonna give you a scholarship.
Yeah.
And I didn't even fucking play football, though.
I went to every Michigan home game that year, my senior year.
Wow.
You know, he used to call me all the fucking time.
His senior year at his freshman year at Pitt. His freshman year at Pitt. I walked through the Michigan Tunnel and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that? Because Bo wanted me to convince my brother to leave Pitt and come play for Michigan.
Damn.
All right, now look.
Did he give you any money?
He didn't give me shit.
First of all,
once Keith was out the picture, he stopped. I stopped getting the calls and shit.
I was always waiting for them to give up some money.
Hey, I used to get, Michigan motherfucking assistant, they used to give me motherfucking, remember when the arcades and shit was
popping
back then? I used to get, them motherfuckers used to give me fucking bags full of fucking tokens and shit.
All right, but look, look, our audience, we extending this because Mr. Burnett and Mr. Chauncey came late, and we want to give y'all the full effect. All right, let me just say this real quick. First and foremost, my favorite NBA basketball player was Moses Malone. My hero was Dr. J.
Okay.
Moses Malone, when I watched him play, it gave me the blueprint for the energy. Even though I was 6'9", I was built a little bit stronger than him, but his energy, watching him dominate Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with his energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? My favorite college football team was the Michigan Wolverines.
Yes, sir.
I went to the University of Pittsburgh. And I'm done.
Okay.
I'm disappointed, like I'm a Lions fan a lot of times, but University of Pittsburgh.
We feel your pain, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
My favorite, I ain't even got to say this shit, but my favorite NFL team is Detroit Lions. It is what it is.
Oh,
now,
no.
I'm going to give everybody an opportunity to talk about what they want to talk about and everyone address what they're talking about, okay? So, we'll start with you, Darrin. You have a subject or a person you want to bring up that chop it up with, and then we'll all, the rest of the panel will give their opinion about it.
Okay, so just to go back and touch on a little bit about what we talk about, the entertainment and sports and entertainment overall. Sports is our escape to what's happening out here in life, right? So we're always reverting back to sports because it's a topic of entertainment of what's going on the court or on the field. And then it's also entertainment of what's going on off the court and off the field, right? Because everybody wants to know, what are you doing outside of what you do on the court, outside the court and on the football field? But what else are you doing? People are always in your business, which makes it entertainment. And guess what? We're always watching it, no matter. And again, what did I say earlier about us getting instant news? Right off the bat, as soon as it come on, it's social media, and we see it right away. And then guess what? It gives us a platform. This platform that you have right now, Keith, gives us the platform to talk about it on a daily basis. This is why you're doing what you do.
Yeah.
Okay? So this is the universe of what we do. But for us, all of us on this call who have played sports all our life, and we're now seeing the youngins come up, and then we're seeing the game evolve differently from what we saw and from what we did. That's what our comparison is. And it's always going to be the comparison, no matter what generation it is. From Dr. J to Michael Jordan to LeBron James to LeBron James to Emilio Bates. Okay, it's always generational. It's always a comparison there, and it's always going to give us something to talk about. Always.
Yeah. Correct. No doubt.
All right. Hey, look.
That's dope.
Hey, great point, Darrin. Dion, you've been itching. You want to bring it up. Talk to us, baby boy.
Well, it's a few. So I got a question for everybody. We are old heads, right? So we got the type of we got the players that we fell in love with as youngsters. I want to say today's generation versus our old generation. I would say today, and I'm trying to take my feel for Michael Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out of the whole
equation.
Subject. Yeah, equation. Great question. Thank you. So out the whole equation. I think it's a straight legit that you can put LeBron James as the GOAT. And the reason I say this, and I want people to follow up and answer this. First of all, if you look at him and Kareem, they probably the most accomplished basketball players that ever played the game. LeBron played 20 years in the league and going. He's still going strong. I don't think we ever see a player. We don't think we're gonna ever see a player at this age playing at the level that he playing right now. I don't care how you feel about LeBron,
In our
how you feel
lifetime.
about him, but you ain't gonna see nobody playing at that level anymore.
In our
He's about to
lifetime.
be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. Okay, arguably, he probably did have one of the most single finals games when they came back and beat the Golden State Warrior when they came and beat them in Game 7. If you really look at the history, you don't really think you ever really seen a player that came in and dominated that Game 7 like he did for him to win that championship.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, I know we feel like Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but I really think today's society with these young people, and I had to take a step back and take a look at it and see what these guys are talking about. I really think they do got a legit fight to say LeBron James is the GOAT to ever play the game if you just looking at what he has brought to the game over the year. Because remember, he came in the NBA as a facilitator, not a scorer. But the boy been averaging 25 and 26 his whole entire career. Ain't nobody did that. So if y'all got to take a step back, everybody just take a step back. And I want y'all to give me y'all opinion. Can LeBron James can he actually wind up being the GOAT of the NBA as we move forward of all time? That's my question.
No.
All right.
Michael Jordan will always be the GOAT.
Okay.
Hold on.
If the game of basketball continues to be played, it won't even be Michael Jordan. I mean, you can't compare generations because of the science.
Cannot do it.
Look at the science. LeBron James, he changed his whole body to improve his game with science. They didn't have that technology back then. So I mean, no, we haven't seen
Not
the
to
greatest
mention
yet.
the beating Michael Jordan took on the come up.
We haven't seen the greatest yet.
Hold on, I'm gonna push back on that, man. Michael Jordan didn't get beat up no more than Bird, no more than Isaiah. Everybody got their ass kicked back then, man.
Yeah.
Everybody did.
Yeah, that's when it was a man's game. It's not a man's
Right,
game.
you know what I'm saying? So, because the argument for Jordan is the Jordan rule and all that bullshit. They had the Bird rule too, man. You know what I'm saying? They just highlighted.
What was the Bird rule?
What was the Bird rule?
Yeah, what was the Bird rule?
Bird was getting out at the end.
Man, really?
If you barely touched Bird, he was going to the line, getting fouled.
What was the Jordan rule? The Jordan rule was them just playing the lane.
Bird's slow ass averaged about 18 free throws a fucking game too.
Come on, man.
Stop that.
All right, Bill, you slightly younger. But in real time, come on, dude. Everybody was getting hacked coming in the damn lane, dog.
I agree. Don't have no more.
We'll come back to Dion's situation, but I'll let a couple people answer that. All right, Bill, we're going to you. What do you want to talk about, and a couple people address what Bill brings up.
I don't have nothing to talk. I mean, it's always the Jordan, LeBron debate. Probably Wilt Chamberlain's probably the greatest of all time, but I say Wilt. I think LeBron's probably the greatest athlete I've ever saw. Pure athlete. He's probably the greatest. Way he takes care of himself. He doesn't get injured. He's probably the greatest athlete I've ever seen, but not the greatest basketball player. I was going to talk about John Thompson and Georgetown Hoyas, how they influenced me too. Had a lot of respect for college basketball back. I loved my Pitt Panthers, Big Dog, of course. You Meeks was my guys, you know that. I went there and cheered for you every time, but John Thompson and Georgetown is what we're missing in college basketball now.
Game changers.
Yes. John Thompson protected them kids. He helped them kids in situations they would never been. It wasn't for him.
He did.
Go ahead.
He was definitely on the front line, straight up.
Yes,
You're right.
Yeah. Also, John
I agree.
And John Chaney at Temple. I mean, sports to me, everybody. Sports is
John Chaney to a lesser degree, man.
No, but he didn't
had a big. He didn't have the big.
UMass always knock him in the head.
How many players from Dunbar High School did John Thompson have on his team?
Yeah.
A lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
In the city, poor black kids that he took and educated them. He gave them careers. He gave them life.
And think
Academically, I
about in that
agree.
era,
How
you
many?
didn't see you didn't see black head coaches at the college level, man.
That's
We
right.
didn't.
I mean,
We
and
didn't.
it's only
Who was
y'all making me
successful?
think
Who was
about
successful?
you
Who's
making me think
successful, right?
about you had your boy at Temple, you had Georgetown. It was one other black one. Y'all ain't talk about who was he?
Nola Richardson.
Nolan Richardson.
Richardson.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What, 40 minutes of hell?
Man,
40 minutes of hell.
and he was in Arkansas. Ooh wee.
Right.
Arkansas. Wow.
Ooh
Yeah.
wee.
All right, I tell you what, Stacey, is on you, brother.
My question to you, brothers, because this NIL money is out, do you think that's going to keep these players in college a little bit longer? Yes or no? Because they're
Yes.
making millions now. Who just
Yes.
told me LeBron's son got $7 million?
That's a
Me.
subjective question to me.
Me.
No, first of all, LeBron's son got $7 million because he's LeBron's son.
Son.
Of
Yes,
course.
sir.
That's right.
Of course.
No doubt.
That's a
First of all,
subjective
the
question.
kid he
Stacey.
will be a very good college player, but he's not an NBA prospect. That's my opinion.
I agree with that. I agree.
I think
But he's still gonna play.
I think I think everybody's family situation is different. Look at I think what the JJ McCarthy or somebody gave their NIA money and donated it to some foundation. I can't remember what it is. But the black inner city kid, oh, of course, depending on what his family situation is, oh, he gonna take it and he gonna stay and ride that out as long as he can.
Damn right.
It depends on your situation, and like I said, that question is subjective.
Let's put it.
So is it
Let's put it like
contracts?
this. Let's put it like this. Kids will be able to stay in college a little bit longer because the money is being distributed. So they don't have to be as pressed to go to the NFL as quickly, because if you're making $3 or $4 million off your endorsements, I think you don't have to run as quickly to the NFL, and you're still changing your family's life at
If you
18
making
years old.
500,000,
Whatever.
Yeah, but is it year-to-year contracts, man? How does it work now?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it ain't.
Your scholarship is a contract.
It's the name, image, and likeness.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's ongoing. It's not renewed.
Right.
Nope.
But
It's ongoing.
your scholarship is a contract, because if your scholarship is not renewed, if your scholarship now that's it for you. You done.
Look, the most shicey thing the NCAA did was, because when I came out, they gave us a guaranteed 4 years scholarship, right? And some schools was adding on that 5th year as optional. Then
Hell, I had to earn my scholarship.
As you was going further with my son, and I didn't believe him when he told me this, but with my son, they said, "Hey, Dad, this thing is a year to year. I got to sign one every year that I'm here." I say, "What?" And what they did was they reserved it, which was fucked up.
This right now.
I know. Let me finish.
What's fucked up about it is it gave the coaches power to fucking cut somebody. How dare you change somebody's life, because what they were trying to do was construct a team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy, man?
Wait. So are you saying, Keith, they basically year to year was saying, we're not going to give you this money because they're trying to get Dion to come over there?
Yeah.
Dion Brooks to come over there next year?
Yes.
Wow.
That's what they do. Now, I'm going to tell you the crazy thing is this. If a kid and his family had a lawyer to put the time in, he wouldn't get dicked like that. You understand what I'm saying to you? But they were doing off the ignorance of the kid and the families not really understanding the NCAA rule, right? They was telling kids, "Oh, I can cut you after this year." But really and truly, the deal is the kid has to voluntarily say, "I'm not coming back here." But the coaches, what they were doing was, "Yo, you're not going to play. Why you staying?"
Get out of here.
Go.
See
True.
what I'm saying?
Wow.
Okay,
Has
I'm
anyone
not gonna play,
considered?
but I'm gonna sit right here on this bench and you're gonna pay for my education.
Has anyone considered what's going to happen when colleges start to put morals, like morals clauses into these NIL contract things?
Oh, it's coming.
They don't have
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
It's a
And the fact that we're failing to prepare our young men, just like we failed, in countless years in the freaking NFL and the freaking NBA to prepare them financially.
How do you prepare somebody financially if you never made $1 million, dog?
Right.
Somebody's made $1 million.
I get that, but my point. This is my point.
Somebody made $1 million.
The colleges really look. This is what the colleges have done. This is what the colleges have done. They developed their own NIL deals. So the alumni got together and put together a motherfucking pack.
My point is, my point
Not just
is,
the alumni, but the boosters too.
My point is, the first time one of these young, impressionable young black men get caught smoking weed and violate the future morals clauses that are going to be attached to these,
who's going to do that?
Huh?
Who's going to do that? Alabama?
Yes.
Georgia?
It's too much
Man,
money involved.
they don't give a damn about no moral shit, man.
It is too much money involved in that.
They
whole
sure don't,
situation.
Fook. You're right.
It's too much money involved in that whole situation for
You're
it
right.
not to go corporate.
The NCAA don't have control of the NIL.
They don't.
You know what I'm saying? So
They
when
don't.
No, they're about to get phased out,
even worse.
honestly.
no,
makes it
they're
even
not.
worse.
They're not. They're waiting for the NIL to fail.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, they said when they was talking on
They're
it.
not telling anybody. They're not teaching these kids how to follow NIL. They're not.
Where they said
Who was the first person to bitch about the NIL, man? Who was the first person?
Nobody.
Alabama coach.
Alabama coach, yes.
Oh yeah.
You know
That's
why?
right. That's right. Nick
know
Saban.
why?
That's right.
I thought it was Clemson.
No, he right. It was Nick
Clemson
Saban.
was bitching too.
You want to know why? Because he has no control over it.
Exactly.
That's
And
why.
and did he make the playoff?
He was trying.
As soon as they hit him in the head,
he was
afraid of. Damon, you're right. This is what he was afraid of.
yes.
Now you got
So let me ask y'all
now
something.
you got the transfer portal involved in that as well. That's
Right.
double jeopardy.
Yep.
That's
So
double jeopardy.
Reggie Bush and Terrell Pryor, if they were playing this era, they'd have been cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
They need to get Reggie Bush his damn Heisman back, man.
Well, you know that they just elected Reggie Bush to the College Football Hall of Fame, so it got to be coming.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because you understand once the NIL started, Reggie Bush potentially to get the fucking Heisman back, and he's going to get it back.
And they need to give Michigan their damn banners back with Chris Webber. They need to give them their damn banners back as well.
And Terrell Pryor.
Begrudgingly,
First of all,
I'm gonna
Michigan took those banners down, man.
Yeah, the NCAA that was the university did that shit.
Right.
begrudgingly.
Wow.
Right. But the NCAA forced them to do that though.
How?
They
did that before the NCAA said anything.
Before the NCAA even came down.
I remember now. Yep.
They brought it down. That's why Chris Webber is pissed off because they jumped the gun on him.
Well, they was trying to avoid the sanctions though.
Yeah, I get it.
Who was due to play for Ohio State?
Terrell Pryor.
No.
Maurice
Correct.
Correct.
Maurice correct. He need to get his money too.
Yeah. Well,
That's so crazy, man. How the shit's legal now? You go.
No, he went early, man.
Terrell's disciplinary.
What money he get?
And he got
he quit. Actually, he quit the team.
He quit because he was getting money.
No, he got jammed up when But
Yeah,
that
he
was
got jammed up.
Yeah.
With what?
Over money.
Right.
He was discipline problem, wasn't he?
No.
He was
I
what?
thought he was trying to declare early, man.
No, well, he declared early because of all the drama
Right.
that was coming his way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because remember, he was driving some expensive car. He towed it up or something.
Yeah.
And
And he had that expensive sound system in it, and they started asking questions.
Yep, sure did.
You know what?
Exactly.
He went,
Nitpicking motherfuckers.
hey, look, y'all remember how he went to prison? Y'all know why.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
he got it.
No, but he went to prison for slapping some girl in the club or something. He choked her out or something. Yeah.
And he was selling drugs too.
He robbed some
Exactly.
That boy was doing everything.
Damn. Why are we even talking about that dude, man? He foul.
He did, man. He made a 360 turnaround. No.
You don't remember when Terrell Pryor got banned?
Yeah.
What did Pryor do? What did Pryor do?
He was signing autographs in the barbershop, right? Something like that.
For money.
Yeah,
Hey,
for money.
what was you saying, folks?
Signing his jersey and signing football.
But remember, old boy was doing the same thing too. What's it? Manziel, but they gave him a slap. They let him. Hold on. They took. You know, with Manziel, they took him out for a half. That was the suspension.
You talking about the Dolphin?
Yeah, Johnny Manziel. Yeah, back then they took him out for a half. Yeah. We're going to spend you for a half of the game.
Hey, Jacoy, what was you saying, Spoke? What was you saying? You was trying to. What was you saying?
I can't even remember.
So what was the booster's name at Michigan? The brother that Chris and Jalen fell out about.
Ed Martin. Yeah,
So could he have been an NIL type of situation with them back in the day?
He was the MIL.
No, because he wasn't a regulated business or corporation. It has to be a regulated business corporation. He was pulling money out the streets. That's different.
Right. Correct.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Who?
Ed Martin. That was giving Jalen and Chris and all them that money.
I mean, but he was a numbers man, right?
Right.
Yeah, he was.
Man. Right.
Man, hold on. You know everybody in Detroit back in them days, and he worked at the plant. They worked at the plant, sold drugs and gambled. Come on, man.
Look. First of all, what's so crazy about it is Chris listened to the wrong people.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Now you just gave that man's background what he was doing to feed these players.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You gave his background. You don't think cats that's in that airway now, they shit in nefarious and shit?
It's legal, man. It's legal. Yeah.
It's legal, but I'm talking about their background. It's nefarious too. They doing foul shit.
Y'all talking that UNLV stuff now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The whole
running rebels.
That's a whole different story.
Oh, they was cheating like crazy at their boy. They had NBA players coming.
Everybody's cheating, man.
Everybody cheated. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me just say this shit, so y'all understand where I'm coming from. I had teammates who was fucking 19 years old, had $30,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Drive around a $50,000 car.
I understand what y'all saying. Listen, it was money for cats to come to pick. You know what I mean? And this ain't no, look, they took care of the players, man. That's what it was.
Hey, Keith, I hung out with cats up there. They was giving me their credit card. This Discovery card.
That's enough. That's enough, dog.
I ain't saying no name.
And we all remember the interview that Chris had on how much they jerseys and shit was selling. He said, "I can't even buy a goddamn pizza."
Right.
Because I ain't got no money.
This is my opinion on Chris. This is my opinion on Chris.
Hey, Keith.
I felt he got bad advice because all he had to do was the same thing that Jalen Rose did.
Me and Stacey talked about that all the time.
He fed us. That's what he did for us.
Hey,
He did that for Chris.
Hey, Keith.
Chris was in the pros, 5-10 years?
Yeah.
When all
Hey,
the
Keith.
shit came out,
Chris was
I
in
ain't,
the
hey,
league 12
Keith.
years.
I ain't
no,
dropping no
I'm talking about
names, man. So quit cutting me off.
When this came out, oh shit, man, look at you.
But you know what?
You ain't even
Just
got
like we
you
talk
ain't
about
got
Marcus Dupree.
No, go ahead,
Well,
dog.
Marcus Dupree, he said back then, he said him and his mama was in a raggedy trailer, and he said he went back. He wasn't going back to Oklahoma, and he said, you take care of my mama." He said all he know the next day they dropped off a brand new trailer, mobile home in his front yard with no questions asked. That's
Well,
all he
shit,
said.
North Carolina bought Rasheed Wallace behind my house.
Of course.
Bought her house.
She
But
moved to
hey,
North Carolina.
I got a
Yeah,
question for the
they
group,
bought
man.
her house.
Damn.
I got a question for the group. Real talk.
And you know Cam Newton got that 800,000 too.
My man, just Lovie Smith got fired after one goddamn year.
That's the second black coach they fired after 1 year.
Man,
Right.
yo,
There was another black coach before him.
Dude, why they got these boys going in getting interviews left and right? You know they ain't gonna get no job.
The enemy ain't gonna get no job.
No.
Satisfy the Rooney
I
Rule.
understand.
And the
Dude.
Rooney Rule is full of shit anyway.
But
First of all, they brought Lovie Smith in to settle that motherfucking franchise down.
Yes. Yeah, and he did.
That's it. And that's what he did.
what was the record? What was Houston's record, man?
It
With
was
Lovie?
a losing record, but he
What
made
was
it
it though?
competitive. I
4-13,
Okay, what was the year before he came?
2-15. Who knows?
So they fired him for being 2 games up.
Listen, first of all, Lovie,
That's a
They didn't want
success.
Lovey though. They didn't want Lovey.
here's the
He wasn't
thing.
their first choice.
No,
Lovie
he was a
knew-
scapegoat.
Yep.
Lovie
Yes,
knew
he was.
he was
Yeah, but here's the
going-
thing, Keith. Did Lovey break him off though, man?
But
Did he break him off, man?
In his defense, though, I know he was like, "Yeah, I'll be your scapegoat, but you better pay me to be it."
That's right.
No,
That's
you know what he did? You know what he did?
He did.
They had the number 1 pick.
I know. That was crazy.
They
That boy was- he
made a
coaching.
mistake. Right, they made this mistake and say we ain't bringing you back, Lovey. He had one more game left.
They did that 30 minutes prior to the game. He said, okay.
Okay. He threw Hail Marys and all that shit. And did he break them off or what, man?
That boy, hold up. He didn't kick no field goal for the tie. That boy went straight for a 2-point.
He said, y'all finna fire me? Y'all gonna lose the number 1 pick then, cause we winning this game.
we coming down to the vapors.
Oh, that's funny.
There's a couple things I want to say. I want to bring up the name Imani Bates because I know Dion wants to talk about it. So, are you familiar with him, Bill?
Who?
Imani Bates.
Didn't ring a bell, no.
Okay. We're going to bring him up.
Hey, Darrin.
Yeah.
Dion, go ahead and knock it out.
Okay. Let me bring him up to speed. All you got to do is go to Sports Illustrated from 2021. Imani Bates faces plaster right on it, so you won't miss it. Okay. He was supposed to be the next phenom behind LeBron James.
Yeah.
Okay. He came out a year early. He was supposed to be a senior 2 years ago.
Dion, go back further than that. Go back to 8th grade to when his daddy was coaching. Go back.
Okay. Well, just to bring him up to speed. So he was just phenom in 8th grade. The boy was in 8th grade giving triple doubles every night. Went to ninth grade. Took his team. What high school did he go to? What was the high school?
Lincoln.
Lincoln. He went to Lincoln. So he went to Lincoln High School in Ypsilanti.
Yep.
And he was given triple double. He was 14, took him to the finals. He was killing them. He was just plastered as the next LeBron James. Then he went to his junior year on national television, played that young white kid. What's his name? Chet Holbrook.
Yeah.
So that was kind of like his up and coming party where the world had a chance to see Amani Bay. They said Amani was on the same trajectory of LeBron James at this age. He was 16 at this. They was on the same level at that time. Okay. So anyway, now seniors can kind of forego their last year and they can enroll in the college. They can take summer school classes and then they can forego their senior year and go into college. Well, this is what he did. He committed to Michigan State. He was like, so let's put it like this. He was the most phenom high school kid coming out since Chris Webber. Okay, we know what Chris Webber career came on to be. So this kid was on that level. He goes his senior year. He goes into skipping senior year in high school. He goes on to Memphis State University. Petey Hardaway talked him to come in there. First, he was recruited by Michigan State. He already committed and everything. Hardaway got to him, pulled the boy to the side. He said, I'm coming to Hardaway. Hardaway said, I'm going to make you a point guard. I'm going to make you a version of me. He went to Memphis last year and stank up the joint. And not to his defense, they put the boy in the wrong position.
Thank you.
And it hurt his game. Okay. But we found out something very valuable about the kid. And everybody can kind of chime in. I think he's soft. I think he's an Ypsilanti suburban kid that said he found out he can play really good. He played a lot of hoops on, the little hoop they got in them nice little subdivisions that they put on the end of the driveway. You bring all your little white buddies over, y'all playing basketball. So he was schooling them kids. But one thing that he didn't have that Keith talked about earlier, Keith said I was a dog. I was hungry, dog. He don't have that hunger. Now the kid that went to he left Memphis, he enrolled at Eastern University at Ypsilanti.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what you saying, Dion? He a bust?
He a bust, bro.
Come on, man.
He a bust, man.
I think it's too
and he don't got no dog in him. He's Felipe Lopez at St. John's.
Is he still playing now?
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I think it's too early to call that, but Dion, one point that you left out. Dion left out the most important part of it. When he was on national TV on ESPN and he was going against Chet Holmgren, me, Dion, and Stacey all was watching that at the same time. And this kid, Chet Holmgren, took him to school. Embarrassing.
But hold on, Darrin. Hold on. We can't really say because he still dropped 35 on the kid, though.
What school you at now? What school you at now?
He still dropped 35 on the kid. He just was getting to school.
He dropped
me and Stacey talked about this. Cuz, what was his demise, man?
Chime in, Stacey.
You talking about what was Amani's demise?
What was his demise?
His daddy was his demise.
Thank you. Was it his skill set?
No,
his
daddy.
abilities.
And I don't want to interrupt Dion. When Dion talked about him leaving, he left Lincoln a year early because his daddy opened up a fucking school. Right. And took him and had people come into school. His daddy fucked him up. Dion. Now he
run that shit, cuz.
Hold on.
Huh?
Run that shit down, cuz.
And so here's the other thing. He's not soft in that capacity because the nigga was playing AAU, killing niggas in Detroit and everywhere. Right?
He was killing.
He was killing.
But that's hearsay though, dog.
That ain't hearsay. Hold on. It's not hearsay when he won. When Lincoln won a state title against all the other schools, dude. He beat a Detroit school.
Yeah, but Detroit ain't what it once was, though, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
I'm keeping it 1,000.
Dion, you biased, man.
I gotta speak on what I didn't see from the kid.
That boy is the truth, man.
No.
And so let me say this to you as well.
Not at all.
Even though he's at Eastern right now, he's still gonna make it to the league.
What's their record?
We know
what their record is.
4-12.
What their record is.
4-12.
They focused on him. Who cares what their record is?
Dude, but you gotta win, bro. If you want, You got to win.
He's averaging 22 points a game.
How many
like
people in the league right now ain't won nothing?
Hold on. Stacey, hold on, Stacey. What was his draft pick? You just told me. What was the draft pick they got him at right now?
Where he stocked at?
Yep.
He was second round something.
Yeah.
I can't remember what a 40th or something.
Why was he second round? Why was that?
Pick, dog.
What was that?
I mean, they were just talking about, I mean, these are pundits, though, for real. Motherfuckers that ain't played the game. You know how that goes.
No.
I mean,
Let me say this, and I'm going to let y'all finish. Let me say this. They projected him as that because he got in trouble.
No, sir.
No.
No, cuz.
Okay.
The projection of it is right now, it's too early to call him a bust. It's too early.
No, hold on. Let me just say this because the four of us was on a phone call when we talked about this shit.
Right.
Y'all remember what I said? I said this. The only problem I had with his father was his father didn't teach him how to be a complete player.
Yeah.
He is learning how to be a complete player. When he went to Memphis, he was fucking 17.
Keith.
Yes.
17.
Keith.
No business. Hold on. Let me just finish.
Okay. And I'm gonna come and chime on that.
He had no business.
First of all, he was playing out of a fucking position, following behind Penny and shit.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. Listen to what I'm saying to you. He was 17. He was always taught to be a small forward and 2. That's his skill set. Period. That's his skill set. Look at him. He's a 2 guard to his heart, mostly.
I watched him play
He's a small
at least 5 games in high school. He had no business running point guard. Period.
Here's what I'm saying to you. It wasn't his fault. His father gave him confidence, right? But the kid has no discipline when it comes to coaching. He is humble at Eastern.
He's an AAU guy.
He is humbled at Eastern right now. You know why? Because Memphis was highly successful without him. And he got humbled. He did.
Is he at Eastern Michigan?
Yeah, Eastern Michigan.
Huh?
Eastern Michigan University.
First of all, I'm gonna push back on that, Keith.
Did I say Michigan or did I say Eastern?
No, your guy said what?
Eastern Michigan.
I'm gonna push back on that, man. Straight up, man.
Listen, let me finish first before you push
All right,
back
go ahead.
on it, because here's the thing. I'm looking at it from a basketball point of view.
Right.
And that's why I brought it up. Because when you speak, when we talk in sports, especially basketball, I look at it as 2 different hemispheres. It's the fan who's looking for the thrills and spills of shit, right? And it's the person who actually looks at the actual game. That's why I don't believe in the GOAT shit. You know why? Because if you got a GOAT, that's your favorite player. That's it. That's your favorite player. It has nothing to do with his skill set, especially if he's not played against the greatest. Because you got to think about it. Each decade has had a phenomenon as a player in each decade. They never played against each other.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't a phenom, Keith.
Yes.
He's a phenom.
Bro,
Okay.
I'm not going against that. I'm saying he was not trained right in the sense that he don't know how to follow instruction. He don't know how to do it.
So
he remind me of Kevin.
Is that he not coachable? Is what you're saying?
Who's to say that? How do you know that?
You know what, Darrin? In a small degree, I agree with you. He's not.
I think he coachable. I really do.
How do you know that?
Dion, he coachable now because.
Well, this is the thing, though. I think you know who he remind me of. I think he reminds me of KD. KD is a kid that wanted to be liked by everybody. I think that's the way this kid grew up. I think he grew up. He wanted to be liked by everybody. He wanted to be everybody's buddy, and he did. Hold on, and I'm just saying.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
I'm laughing because you compare him to KD.
KD.
That's just like comparing a motherfucker as Kool-Aid and that champagne. Two different animals, baby boy.
That's not a fair assumption, Keith.
What?
What?
It's not fair, man.
You talking about KD? No. KD is the truth. He is the truth.
Kevin Durant is a dog.
Kevin Durant, okay. All right. Y'all want to get into it? Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Hold on. Let's say this. Okay. Y'all keep saying the 17-year-old kid. I get that.
Which what he was.
Dude, but guess what? I guarantee you I could have pulled Chris Webber and Jalen Rose at 17. They came in like, dude, we dogs, bro. We can play with anybody, and I'm going to let you know.
But here's the difference, though, D. I don't disagree, but only on this. I disagree in this aspect. He left school early. He moved to a different position. Chris was playing his natural position in college.
Exactly.
I mean, think of, and Jalen was too. Imani was not, right?
I think.
Hold on. Last point. Chris' daddy wasn't in his ear like that. Jalen daddy wasn't even there. This boy's father is trying to get up on his fame, bro. He fucked him up.
Okay.
I think what Dion's trying to point out is that there's a difference between suburban dog ball.
Man, come on, man.
And inner
we ain't talking about his daddy.
Okay, so
I'm talking about his hunger, bro.
So that's what y'all saw.
His hunger.
I will ride with you.
Hey, man.
So that's what y'all saw.
Get
Real
rid
quick.
of the region. Because,
Real quick.
Hey,
Real quick.
fuck that. Look, when we moved from Detroit, we was in empty.
Yeah.
And I managed.
Yeah.
That shit had nothing.
This
dude.
You want to know why? Because it was my attitude. It's how you brought up. It has nothing to do with the region.
Right.
Dude.
You brought that attitude from the D to it.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Ja'Cory trying to say
You got it
something.
from your daddy. You got it from your daddy, man. Stop playing.
So y'all saying this? So y'all hey,
stop playing, man.
Y'all saying he's
from your
soft?
Daddy, man.
So y'all say he's soft?
Hold on. Ja'Cory was trying to say something.
Yeah.
Ja'Cory, what you trying to say?
That's
No,
all.
I was just trying to say, man. I mean, because you kind of heavy on that suburban soft shit there.
He's soft as hell. Hold on. Soft as cotton tissue,
That
bro.
brother is not
soft
soft,
as cotton
man.
tissue.
I'm
going to stand on it, man. I'm going to stand on it.
He's a singular animal now.
He's soft as, man. He's soft as jelly beans, man.
How's he soft, man, when he was all that at 17?
He ain't that
At
dude,
16.
though. He ain't that dude, though, man.
Come on, Dion. Listen,
He ain't
man.
that dude, man. He ain't.
This dude.
Dion, you ain't gonna give him no room for development.
Dude, let me say this, man. His stock is so low now. I don't think he can even come up. I don't even think he could come back from it, man. At all.
I disagree.
Okay,
Man.
okay. I'm telling y'all right now. Hold on. I'm taking bets right now. Hold on. If Amani Bates get to be a first-round draft choice, dude, I'm taking everybody on here. We going out to y'all favorite restaurant you want to eat, and I'm lifting the bill for everybody. Because I'm telling you right now, this cat right here is soft as tissue.
Is he gonna get drafted, Dion?
You know what he gonna be. You know exactly what. I'm gonna tell you what player.
If he stays the next 3 years at Eastern Michigan,
Let me tell you what player he gonna be. Let me tell you what player he gonna be when he get to the NBA. He's going to be Glenn Robinson III. Glenn Robinson III. We was waiting for Glenn Robinson to just blow up at me. We was like, that dude is going to be smooth like his daddy. He never got across that. He was right here. That's where Money at right here. Money right here.
Glenn Robinson, who has a national championship. That same Glenn Robinson?
Glenn Robinson ain't get a national championship.
You're talking about Purdue Glenn Robinson.
No. Yo, I'm thinking about man from Flint.
Oh, Flint. Yeah. No. Glenn Robinson played at Purdue.
Hold on, man. Big Dog.
you talking about Glenn Rice.
Big Dog, right.
Big Dog. How many years did Big Dog play in the NBA, man?
About 12 or 13. His son played
He's talking
about
about
5
his
years.
son. He's talking about his son.
Talking about his son. His son.
In the second.
I don't
His
even fucking
son-
know about his son.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played
his
at
son
Michigan.
was.
You remember?
To
Listen,
even make a
Michigan.
comparison.
Man,
You went there?
That's who he remind me of. That's who exactly he remind me of.
Man,
Glenn
this-
Robinson III.
Man, first of all, did you hear what Stacey was saying? Who influenced him? His
What
dad.
he said? Right.
Yeah.
And
His
I'm not
daddy.
taking anything from that. It is what it is. But in terms of the basketball player, that dude has skill sets, man. He is that
Okay.
deal.
All right.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When he went to Memphis, they tried to make him run point. He is not. That wasn't natural to him. He was out of his element.
Man, it wasn't natural.
You shoot
The
it. All right,
whole-
look. I want you to finish, Stacey. I want you to finish. And then we're going to go into, I got a question for y'all. And then we're going to go into your segment, Fluke. But go ahead. Fluke, you
Go ahead,
finish.
Stacey. Go ahead, Stacey. You got the
No,
floor.
that was it. I mean, that was the rest of the point, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look.
Mhm.
This is a question for everybody. Make it quick. What do you think? And it's no problem if you're being biased. What do you think is the best region when it comes to basketball play?
You said what's the
When you
best
say
region?
Are you talking about the
Producing
division
NBA
itself,
players?
Or are you talking about?
Not position. I'm talking about basketball. I'm talking about ballers. Period.
Okay, you
What-
talking about
what's-
performance-wise.
What city are you just talking about?
When I say region, I'm talking about Midwest, East.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
Got it.
okay. Oh, Midwest, no doubt.
Is it
Midwest all day.
Midwest
Is it
all day.
because Darrin and Dion? Is it because y'all biased?
Yeah, of course.
Well, it's
Y'all have
because
something
we
to-
Well, let me
biased
ask y'all
because
something.
obviously
Where's
we
New York
grew up
City
here.
at? Where New York
New York on the East Coast. East Coast.
So we
East
here,
Coast.
we here to talk all day about New York, DC. We don't live in them cities.
Philly?
We live in Philly, right?
Philly.
We live here, so of course we got bias. The only time we hear
Well,
about
you gotta
good
take the
guys
bias out. You gotta take the
is-
bias out of it.
You got to take the bias out of it.
I
Okay,
want you to keep the bias in.
okay, all right. Now,
I want y'all both to tell me why.
okay, take me
I'm-
outside. Take me outside of the Midwest. I got to go east. I got to go to DC. I got to go to DC,
My
New
man.
York, Baltimore
Yeah.
area.
Are you talking
There's
college?
some ballers that came out
Yeah.
there big time.
Yeah, a lot of ballers.
You talking about college
But-
or you talking about high school?
But I still think the Midwest got the dogs, man. I'm sorry. I know Philly, Baltimore, DC, which because dude, you got a Hall of Fame squad just out of Chicago, period. Then you talking about adding Michigan right into it. I mean, you gotta now. Guess what? New York can hold his own. New York had a lot of ballers come up out of New York.
Yeah.
But if you talking just Chicago, and remember, hold on, what's the actual capital of the world as far as basketball, which was Indiana.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying to you at the end of the day, I gotta go Midwest, man. Sorry.
All right, Stacey.
I'm gonna go Midwest as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jaquar.
We even have the dog women.
Yeah, true.
That's real. Jaquar.
California.
California.
Good
Wow.
fucking point. Good point.
California has some California has some dogs.
That's
I
true.
can't lie.
That's true.
Good point.
They have some dogs.
Bill.
I think it's dogs everywhere, man. Every region, down south, everywhere. But you ask
Yeah.
my opinion, you got the East Coast, New York, Philly, Baltimore, Maryland. You know, just Boston. You can't, Midwest
they there?
too, but it just New York itself is just unbelievable. You know what I mean? Just cause so big. The Rucker, I mean everything. The Rucker, all that. You know what I mean? You gotta go East Coast.
My cousin who played pro ball overseas, he just texted me and he says Chicago.
Chicago.
I mean, Kobe
Chicago
Bryant,
number one.
Now, can I tell y'all the truth, man? Other than Tobacco Road, Kansas.
What? You might as well say a tempo, dog.
Okay, how many championships has North Carolina won?
You talking college? You talking
But that's
college?
not
That's
what
what
that
we
wasn't the
talking
question,
about.
though.
Y'all talking about high school?
No,
we talking about.
They're talking about players.
they
Born.
talking about players.
Born and raised. Born and raised.
Regional players. Regional.
Born and raised.
Midwest, Kansas is Midwest, right?
Yeah.
Now Kansas is considered.
No, Kansas City or West.
Okay, well, so Kansas,
West.
most of their players came from the South and the West.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, because remember,
most
you got
Duke players came from where?
Hey, bro, look, we're not talking about the actual schools. We're talking about players coming from.
I'm talking about the players. I said most of Kansas players came from where?
You said West and
West.
West and
okay.
Midwest.
So what you're saying? Which one?
What I'm saying is, I'm looking at you have to look at the colleges and the championships that they won.
No.
Where did their players come from?
Colleges, though. He not talking colleges.
Hear what I'm saying? When you talk about the college who won the championships, where did the players come from?
Okay, all right. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All around, though. They're all around. All around.
It has nothing to do with them winning championships. We're just talking about.
So, Damon, what you talking about? You talking about Midwest?
You right there, but pick a region. That's all.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all.
And from what I'm hearing, this sounds like Midwest. That's what I'm hearing.
Midwest, man. Midwest.
So
You got
Midwest
Ohio
players
up in there?
got the most, the best players.
Yes.
that ever came out.
Midwest got the best players.
Midwest, no doubt.
No question.
That's why they always talk about every year that the Big Ten is always the best conference in all of college basketball, because we bring players all day, every day, since I can remember. I remember when ESPN first.
All them players from the Big
first came
Ten
on the
from the
block. It was
Midwest.
all about the Big East.
My man. All them players from the Big Ten from the Midwest.
Yep.
Yep.
Most of
All
them.
them players.
Most of them.
75 to 80% of it's from the Midwest.
Because remember, hold on. You either talking about back in the day.
You telling me Kansas and Michigan State and them schools don't go to the East and pick players?
They do. We're not saying
Remember,
that they don't. We just saying that the majority of the players that they recruit come from the Midwest.
And remember, back in the day, a lot of college kids didn't leave. They didn't leave their state.
Y'all Michigan.
That's the whole point.
That's the bias.
What I mean, but okay.
Y'all not thinking logically, bro. Come on now.
Okay. Now, guess what? If you got a legit fight, start naming some players, and you might have us.
Listen. I can't. I wasn't ready for that question. I didn't get no statistics, but you can't tell me all the Big Ten players came from the same area.
Bill,
No, but they
all of them.
the reason why I
You said 80% of them.
Bill
80% back in the day.
The reason why I even posed the question is the fact that I want you to pay attention. You pay attention to the guys from Philly, right?
Yep.
Harrisburg, Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That's where you have your experience of
Yep.
players.
All right. But
That's
everybody
the whole
knows New York
question.
City.
You're a fluke. Oh man, hell, Kansas got 12 rings. Fuck that got to do with the players.
I didn't. No. I'm commenting about. Huh?
That's what you just did. You said,
Well, you.
Huh?
Well,
my man said everybody from the Big Ten, all the Big Ten schools are always elite, and they are, right? No question. But he said all the players come from that same region.
They do. They come from Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Michigan. That's where they come from.
They do. And Indiana was the beltway for high school basketball. It's the number one. Look it up. It's number one far as for gateway to talent. It was coming out of Indiana year in and year out. But you got
who came out of Indiana?
Look, when you look at Big Ten teams,
Michael Jackson.
All
man, that's
Hey, you not in the head with that one.
That was nice. No, that was nice. I can't even lie.
I think
we can't even argue against that.
Hold on. when you look at all the Big Ten teams, they made up the same way. They got them big old hickory white boys. They got them strong brothers. You know what I'm saying? They got the point guards. It's straight up built. Two guards are built. That's Big Ten basketball.
Look here, the last sweet brother that came out of Indiana was Keith Smart.
Oh, hold on. I got one for him. So check this out. It was so much talent coming out of the Midwest back in the day. You just said one of our stars that was a superstar at the school you just talked about, Temple, Mark Macon. Thank you very much. We had Anderson Hunt at UNLV. We had, remember them boys from Murray Wright? What was them boy? But
we had a brother from Ipsy at UNLV.
Yes, I mean, hold on, dude. We had so many. These boys, we had so much talent pool. They was going to other states, other colleges, and they was impact players when they was going to these other colleges.
Armin Gilliam was from Pitt, wasn't he?
Wasn't UNLV? UNLV was made of most East Coast dudes. Stacey Augman, them guys. Larry Johnson.
They were.
If you talk about
from the South,
if you talk about basketball talent, if you talk about basketball talent, East Coast the East Coast from north to south, hands down.
Come on, man.
Guards in New York, the guards are nifty.
New York was that deal.
They know how to handle the rock.
Right.
We talking about high school.
Hold on.
You talking about high school players out of Dunbar and all that. From north to south, East Coast, they was the joints, man.
All right, now it's my turn.
I'll get that.
One of the questions I want to answer. All right, because I brought it up.
Nice argument.
First of all, Philadelphia, because I have experience with it. Cats from Philadelphia, what they are is they have talent, but their main thing is hard-working cats. They will work you to death. This is what they would do in Philly.
Sound like you talking about Detroit, bro.
Listen, man.
What are you talking about? Blue collar.
DC and Baltimore.
Some bad men from the area.
That's Maryland. That ain't Pennsylvania. You talking about Philly. That's Maryland. That ain't Pennsylvania.
But that's East Coast, though. That's still East Coast.
I said that.
Now you were traveling on, man. Let me just finish. I'm just going region by region. All right. Small forwards and power forwards on the DMV, that whole East Coast thing, right? You go to the South, you have athletic guards, whether it's one or two, right? Then you have big guys, athletic fucking big guys. I'm talking about the South, from Florida all the way to Texas. Athletic big dudes. This is what they do, right? California has athletic dudes, right? But they scores. This is the mentality. They score, and they find reasons to score. One of the main examples is Kawhi and Paul George, LA kids, right? Then you want to talk about where I am now, North Carolina. North Carolina has some of the most complete players offensively, because this is really the cradle of it all, because people look at it as the cradle, right? I don't think they got a lot of heart for competition, but it is what it is.
They moving from the West. From the Midwest.
And then I'm thinking about Chicago and Michigan. I'm telling you now, I will pick them all day long. You want to know why? Because we learn how to be complete players, first and foremost, and we go hard like people from Pennsylvania.
Y'all had Kobe. Y'all had Kobe.
Who was the dog that came out of Chicago? Who was the number one dog that came out of Chicago?
Man, they had so many dogs, man. They had so many. So many. The two dogs I would say would be probably Isaiah Thomas and Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. Mark McGuire, baby.
You ain't gonna put Garnett in that joint?
We talking about Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade he probably the number 3 guard of all time.
I got a name for y'all. This will take y'all back. Dallas Comagese.
Philadelphia.
Dallas was all right.
Yeah, he was cool, but he wasn't a dog.
I ain't heard Garnett yet though.
Wilt Chamberlain, where you from?
Well, Kevin Garnett, remember he moved up to Chicago to get retooled.
Dr. J, where you from?
New York.
So Garnett where is he from? Chicago?
No.
Massachusetts.
Doc from Massachusetts.
Doc from Jersey. From Alabama, man.
Yeah, Kevin Garnett he was raised in. I mean, he was born in Greenville, South Carolina. They took him up to Chicago for his junior and senior year.
That still count.
He got kicked out of school for a riot.
He did. That's how.
He felt like he got railroaded.
Garnett, my dog.
Didn't he go?
Yeah, Garnett was a dog.
Goddamn right.
I mean, but
start to finish.
I mean, just like I said, New York has some players, but the reason I say it, if you're going up against Pennsylvania, let's just throw it in there: Pennsylvania, New York, DC, and let's put Virginia up in there because you got AI and he came out of Virginia.
Hey, where's Paul Pierce from?
Mention all of this, man, and not mention
California.
Not mention Ben Wilson, man.
Yeah, he from California.
I could Ben Wilson name.
Ben Wilson. Yeah, Ben Wilson was a dog. So if you just named them, if you named them 4 states against 3 states, I'm putting out of Michigan and Chicago, Illinois, and Michigan. I'm rolling with them 2 states, period.
Yeah. Stacey, hey, Jaquar, what would you get ready to say?
Yeah, you got an argument right there. You got an argument.
I wouldn't say nothing.
I mean, because if you look at it, and I'm just saying, we know New York has some dogs. We know DC has some dogs back in the day.
Yes.
But man, when they was coming to recruiting, man, hold on. Like you mentioned yesterday, you said St. Cecilia. St. Cecilia was giving most scholarships on just the way they play. Them boys couldn't read a lick. But they was coming to St. Cecilia, passing out scholarships like Kool-Aid. Because everybody that went to St. Cecilia was AAU back in the day.
It was.
That was AAU back in the day. Yeah. Just that gym right there. Period. Yeah. Hey. You came to St. Cecilia to learn how to get schooled in basketball.
Hey, you remember Steve Smith was talking about Fred Cofield? What Steve Smith say Fred Cofield taught him?
Yeah.
Yep.
Steve Smith said Fred Cofield taught him how to cross a motherfucker over and hesitate. Yep. That hesitate move.
Yeah.
He said he got that from Fred Cofield.
Fred Cofield's crossover was legendary. He took that to the fucking NBA, man.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Hold on. We got to throw a couple of players, and we just going back and we could talk Kareem. You got some of them great players that came out of New York back in the day. But dude, you got to remember George the Iceman Gervin from the east side of Detroit.
From east side, yep.
We talking about Spencer Haywood from Persian, dude. Are you kidding me?
All right, Dion, calm down.
If you don't know, now you know.
Man, come on.
Hey, Philly.
Them boys was legends in high school.
Yeah, I see the brother from Philly quiet as hell now. He ain't saying nothing.
That brings me back to
I can't win, man. I can't win. The Mecca of basketball is New York. That's where them guys came to New York to see where they was at. All them dudes you talking about made their name when they came to New York.
First of all, New York was the entertainment capital.
That was the Mecca.
Guards who
Madison Square Garden was the Mecca.
Yes.
Goddamn, when the last time New York won an NBA championship,
Big East basketball.
I'm waiting.
It was the greatest tournament of all time. Big dog, you played in it.
Listen.
Come on now.
Listen here. New York is the Yankees and the fucking hockey team. Other than that, what the fuck have they won?
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Hold on for a second.
I'm tired of talking to you Midwest Michigan Negro.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy? You have an argument with Philly. You have an argument. What the hell are you talking about New York, man? They ain't won shit.
I'm talking the East Coast. East Coast.
Hey, Fluke, hold on. Bill, you
We
didn't
know
even,
about Philly.
no, hold on. You didn't even.
I
say
give
nothing.
Philly.
Brian Shorter took Pitt to another level.
You didn't say
You know that.
nothing. Look, I
Took him
said
farther
more.
than you took him.
Bill, first of all, I said more about fucking Philly than you did.
Right.
I ain't
That's
never
what's
said nothing
fucking
about
me
Philly.
up.
Ain't nothing to say. I said Will Chamberlain, number one. That's it. Leave alone. That's
Ain't
it.
No, you got to give us more.
Did you say Will Chamberlain? That's what you said?
He went to high school with my mama. Don't say nothing smart. Don't say nothing smart. He went to
Hey,
high
bro,
school
I
with my
would
mama.
never
That's right.
disrespect you on that level, man. So don't even go there, man. Don't even go there.
Look. Hey, I knew this was gonna go. I knew this was gonna go for a minute.
Man, we almost 3 hours,
hold on, Keith. Before we depart, can everybody give me and it's been a debate for many, many years. We could just go around the table before we depart. Your top 10 NBA players of all time. Top 10.
That'll take all day.
Give them 5.
Okay, top five, and we out. My phone going out anyway.
All right, we're gonna go with you, man. You first.
Okay. Go ahead.
Number 5 is Ben Wallace.
Top 10 what?
Top 5.
Top 5 NBA players of all time.
You said Ben Wallace?
I said Ben Wallace.
It's his shit, man. Go ahead.
That's his number. That's his crew.
Wallace. Yeah. Hey,
Ben Waters won the championship, man. Step off.
Let him go, man, so we can get this through here, dog. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Ain't none of mine pretty. All of mine is workhorses, Jack.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
Ben Wallace, Moses Malone, Tim Duncan, David Robinson, and Adrian Danley.
I like that. I can marinate on that. Bill, it's on you.
Kobe Bryant, number 5. Number 4, Shaquille O'Neal. Number 3, LeBron James. Number 2, the Magic Man, Johnson. And number 1, of course, is the GOAT, Michael Jordan.
Stacey.
Oh man, damn, this is crazy. But anyway, just off the top of my head, I'm always ride with Isaiah. That's my nigga, right? Magic, Kobe, MJ, LeBron.
Back up.
Okay. Darrin.
Isaiah Thomas. I'm with Stacey on that. Isaiah Thomas, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson, of course.
Stop.
And Dr. J, and lastly, of course, Michael Jordan.
No LeBron, huh?
No LeBron.
Okay.
He ain't even in my top 20.
Damn.
Hold on. That's for another show, but that was crazy.
Right.
That's crazy.
I like that, man. I like that.
All right. We're going to wait for Dion to come on, but my top 5. And this ain't in no particular order. It's just who I'm coming up.
My shit going to be in order.
Moses Malone, Dr. J, Wilt Chamberlain, Moses Malone, Dr. J, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem.
All centers, huh?
And Bill Russell. Yes, sir.
Wow.
Can't argue
no
that.
Alvin Hayes?
No.
Can't argue that.
Centers and power forward.
I can't argue that Bill Russell's a bad man.
Yeah. Flo, it's on you.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, and LeBron on the eating at the same table. Kobe and goddamn what was that? Jordan and fucking Kevin Garnett.
Look,
and Kevin Garnett.
I understand.
A workhorse, dog ass motherfucker.
Yeah,
right
there. Y'all understand that these are my favorite. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get caught up on, the debate on who did
Spill it, man. Quit preempting, man. Say it.
I did, man. You weren't paying attention.
I'm
Dion,
listening.
Who we waiting on? Dion, I gotta go, y'all. Who we waiting on? Dion?
Yeah. My phone went out, so
Okay.
I can barely hear y'all because I gotta have my charger with my charger in.
Just
All
give
right,
your
So I'm
top
gonna give
give
y'all
us
five.
my
your
five
five.
before I leave.
Give us
My
your
top
five.
five is I got, number 5 would be Tim Duncan. Okay.
Can't
Number
fuck with
3
Burnett.
is Urban Magic Johnson.
Okay.
Number 3 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 2, I got I said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and I got LeBron James number 2.
Who
Don't
number one?
y'all mess with Kobe?
He said Michael Jordan.
Nope. Kobe in my top 10 though, but he definitely ain't
He
in
in
my
my top 10 too,
my
but
top
he ain't
5.
in my
Nope.
top 5.
Hey, Flo,
What up?
give us some a sentence of inspirational, or you want to wait the next time?
No, here I'm gonna say this real quick, man. Here's the
Real
thing,
quick,
man.
man.
We talking about sports. Hey,
Hey,
Bill.
Phil, you came on this motherfucker late, man. You better be patient.
Man, it's 10-15, man.
Here's the
Hey,
thing, man. We talking
be
about
patient, man. We
our
got
sports heroes, man. We ain't speaking about philanthropy and all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's good that all the black men on this channel, man, can talk about a subject, man.
That's right.
Disagree, but be on the same page. You know what I'm saying? Without animosity, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? Because what is sports? Sports is sports, man. It's a game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How do we choose our heroes in sports? The type of men that we think they are. Not because of the game. You know, so I appreciate this conversation that we have, and man, we all can express ourselves. And what resonates more with me is that the Detroit brothers was talking about Detroit, Michigan shit. That was for you, Bill.
I know it
Yes.
was. I got you.
Yo. All right. But look,
Wait. Hey, can I
That's
raise
why I
my
love you,
hand?
Luke. I knew you was going to do that to me,
With a
Luke.
splash of Philadelphia.
Hey, can I raise my hand though? Fluke said everybody got along, but I want you to next time I say Dion, I'm fucking him up talking about him on the I'm fucking you up. On site, nigga, on site.
Hey, when you see him, that's the bell, huh?
listen, this is the Strong Perspective Podcast. We talking everyday things about with everyday people. Everyday people drive this world. Don't y'all ever think that is not anything different. All right? Stay on real quick, guys, after we get off this joint. Last word,
Go,
hey, peace
go,
out to everybody.
go
Love
Eagles.
y'all.
The Lions.
All right, baby.
I got to ride with them